Hello and welcome in for our next episode of Welcome to Madison. I'm excited to get started here and find out what happened to Jason and what's going on with the corn and everything else. Before we jump in, I'm going to say a couple of quick words about our sponsors. I'm going to get those links into chat here. The first one being Fundamental RPG. It's the system that this game uses. It is a simple D20 system. It looks like this. You can run everything from high fantasy to sci-fi and everything in between on it. And you can pick up your copy if you want the physical book on Amazon. Or if you prefer a digital version, you can pick up the PDF at coffee.com/raven, like it says at the bottom of the screen. And it is currently 50% off over there. So you can pick that up for just a little bit under $10. So it's a pretty good deal. Also, at the same site, you can pick up Intrepid gear, which is adventuring gear for real life, drinkware, and apparel and accessories, stuff like this coffee mug that I'm using right now, with an adventure or tabletop theme to it. Some cool stuff, go check that out. And then finally, Die Hard Dice. They make some really, really cool dice sets over there and a few other dice adjacent items. They recently sent me this really cool Spellbinder Fey Queen set. It's one of their metal sets. I really like it. You can pick up your own set at dieharddice.com. And if you use the code BlackFeatherJune, all one word, capital B, capital J, you can get 10% off your entire order. And then finally, if you want to catch up on this show or any others that we have on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. And so we'll start at the top left with Leland. Tell us a little bit about Jason and yourself.
Okay. Jason is a cultural anthropology PhD candidate who is here, who originally came here to Welcome to Madison to do participant observation, studying small town Americana and their microcultures that are formed within. And he is currently undergoing a mental breakdown due to all of the strange happenings that he seems to be in the center of. So he just now made it back, and he's not sure how he left. So that's one thing he's going to try and figure out. I am Leland / Leopold the Just. I'm a social media consultant that currently apparently is a TSR shit show watch account. Maybe tomorrow that'll change. But for now, I'm on one mode, and that's just revealing how ridiculous all of this shit is. But anyway, yeah, find me at Leopold the Just on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for stuff.
All right. Looks like I'm next. So I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which is my brand for all the various things that I do, most of which are tabletop related. You can find my link tree, which has all the links to all the things that I'm working on, in chat, or if you can't see chat, it's linktr.ee/the Raven, like it's spelled below my face. And then, yeah, I play Dick Bellarue. She's a private detective from New Orleans. Did a lot of supernatural investigation type stuff. Came out to Madison for a completely normal, away from all of that stuff, vacation, and now is in the thick of very unusual, not normal things happening, including man-eating cornfields. So definitely not a vacation for her, but she's coping the best she can. So yeah, that's me and my character. Normally we'd have Josh with us, who plays Garther. He's going to show up a little bit later. He got tied up in some traffic, but is currently working on getting home to hop on. But Garther is a really, really fun character, so you'll get to see him later. Next we've got Rand. Tell us a little bit about Lachlan and yourself.
So I'm Ren. I'm an iterant game player and GM who can be easily coerced into playing or running games constantly to my own detriment. I'm playing Lachlan, who was a very confident musician and is now a paranoid conspiracy theorist. I think that's the best description for him. He's the only person here who isn't American and is very quickly discovering that all of those horror movies are actually documentaries about this American life. I think that's good. Yeah, that's a good description. I think we can move on.
Love that. Next we got Emily. Tell us a little bit about Ben and yourself.
Yeah, I'm Emily. I mostly throw art onto the internet. And I play Ben. He is an engineer at NASA JPL, and he didn't really believe all of this superstitious nonsense. He's not sure what the hell he's supposed to believe now. He wasn't planning on being here in the first place. He was on his way home and wound up here because there were cows in the road, and now he's holding a flamethrower. We just fed somebody to some corn, and he's very unhappy, not necessarily because we fed somebody to some corn, but because that person might have had some answers that he would like to have known about.
All right, and then last but not least, Nikki, tell us a little bit about yourself and this really cool world that you put together, and take it away.
Hi, I'm Nikki. I like to play games and come up with stuff like this. Yeah, I should have wrote this down and I forgot to again. So I'm just going to jump into the world. The end of last session, you were all on your way to the school, correct?
Yeah.
So Arthur's really quiet, but he's along with y'all. And it is Ben, Lachlan, and Dick, right? And quiet Arthur.
Yeah.
And was Dee with you?
Yes.
I should know what my NPC is doing. Okay, so you get to the school, and the college is like a barn. Like on the outside, it looks like a barn, but you go in and it's been split into classrooms. So you're not like going to class next to a horse.
Dang it.
I wouldn't put it past this town.
But the barn, it's been converted into like a school. It just was in a barn building. The professor's office is easy to find because there's only like 2 or 3 offices. So who's going in first?
Someone with a gun.
Yeah, I think Dick's gonna bring up the rear, so maybe Ben.
Maybe someone who can hear properly should go with them.
I'll go with you. I want somebody who's armed there as well, Lachlan will say, kind of like grabbing Ben's sleeve.
All right, that's fair enough.
Well, you're in luck. The office is empty when you go in. It's just like it's almost like the office you were in before. There's like another door with like a closet door with like a mirror on it, and like a jacket hanging, a bookcase, a desk, a couple of chairs. So yeah, just if everybody walks in and closes the door, is that what's going to happen next?
We should not close the door, because every
Yeah.
time we close the door, we get trapped somewhere.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
find
just need
something to
carry
prop it
around-
open.
Carry around one of those little wooden door stops with you everywhere you go.
Oh, fucking...
Well, Jason,
Sorry. That's my alarm.
that's fine.
No worries.
If you open the door, Jason, where you are, you'll
Yeah.
End up in the room, even though their door is open.
With everyone else.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just walk into the office.
okay, so my character opens the door and then peeks through and then sees everyone else in a group, and then just lets out a huge sigh or like a sigh of relief. My God, I'm you're back. You're here. What's happening? I honestly have no idea. I keep this is the like this is happening way too much, basically. Like I keep getting separated from you, and I end up places that seem like
Did you have a nice
dreams.
holiday?
No, I mean, yes, I guess, but it wasn't real. Like it's honestly just frustrating me and confusing me more than anything. I feel like I was gone for literal months. I mean, do you know where I went, or was I unconscious somewhere? I know I asked this question last time this happened, but
I assume the corn ate you.
Yeah, honestly, it was
you-
either you like fucked off or the corn ate you.
oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember fucking off anywhere. I just remember trying to explore a little bit, and then I was at home again, and was there for a while. I met up with a woman. She was with her partner. They were traveling. I can't remember her name in real life. Cecilia, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was with a oh, and you sent me another message on Discord. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll send you
Okay.
something else.
Okay, all right, sorry, thank you. I have Discord closed, but I opened it randomly. So yeah, I saw Cecilia, and I know that was the woman that we saw get eaten by corn.
You weren't there for that.
I wasn't there for that. That's right. Okay, I saw this woman named Cecilia. I don't know. I somehow felt like I knew her.
Well, does he remember where he knew her from?
I'm just gonna say that everything's kind of jumbled at this point. He's just like not sure.
Okay.
Was she? Yeah, I don't remember in real life where he would have known her. If you could just catch me up on that. It's been a few weeks since I
When he was at school, he saw her get at his professor's office
Okay.
several
Yeah.
years ago.
Yes, I remember her here at the college a few years back.
At
And
this college? At the
no,
Bond School?
no, at the one that I graduated at, but also this one. I don't. Again, this is why I'm starting to think everything we're experiencing is a dream, because you know how like a location can feel familiar, and it feels like a place you know and have been to, but at the same time everything else about it is different. So that's kind of what, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Does anyone have any water? I'm thirsty all
I
of a
have
sudden.
beer.
Okay, yeah,
I've got beer. Yeah.
Okay, that's honestly, I'll drink it. I just need to sit down for a second, I think, and get my mind in order. Yeah, and then I went. The tunnel. You know, the tunnel we've been through. I experienced it again the first time, and then that was when I went home. But then, just now when I came back through it, something was wrong. Something was different about the tunnel. It was like run down and like almost like crudely dug compared to how it looked before. I don't know. Again, I really have. I'm just and he snatches the beer from Lachlan and says, "Thanks, dude. This ought to help." And then he's just gonna like chug it.
Lachlan does that trick with like the lighter to open a beer bottle before he hands it over.
Yeah. And, so thanks. And then and then I'm just gonna chug my beer and just kind of sit down in a chair and then look at everyone and just be like, "Hey, how's it going? What is everyone okay?"
All right, I'm gonna add made Jason crazy to the list of shit that's happened, and he'll pull out his little ring-bound notebook and start scribbling.
Yeah, and then I'll just kind of explain how I felt like I was gone for months, and then ended up back here somehow, and I'm just sort of confused about how all of that happened.
Dude, you've been missing
Again.
for like 6 hours.
Yeah, last time I was gone, I was missing for like an hour or so, and it felt like a week or two or something. This time it felt like, so there's obviously some discrepancies in how time flows here and on the other side of wherever I've been. Maybe, yeah, I have nothing else to say really, other than I'm gonna need a second beer.
I've only got 4 fat yaks left. We're gonna have to ration these.
Before you get trashed, this Cecilia, did you talk to her?
Did I learn?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, what did I learn anything from her, or was it
Let
just
me look
like
at the message I sent you before.
catching up?
She was glad to finally see more of the country.
Yeah.
Glad to travel.
Yes, yeah, her and her partner were traveling, and I was, I just remembered catching up with them as if we knew each other. I don't know, maybe maybe the way to get out of here has something to do with the Cecilia person.
Cecilia got eaten by the corn.
I'm starting to kind of remember you telling me that. It just sort of clicked that this is the same person.
Well, it's not like it's a common name.
Yeah,
Is it a common name here? I've
It's
literally never met a Cecilia before.
it's not the most uncommon name ever, but it's also not very common. Again, I really haven't. I don't really know what to say. I'm just gonna kind of not go through any doors without anyone with me.
Is she a ghost?
I don't think so.
Probably.
I mean, honestly, we
That's
could all
how
be
this day
ghosts
is
at this
going.
point. No, I don't remember anything ghostly. Not that I would know what ghostly looks like anyway. Yeah, I mean,
Look.
Yeah.
I think Dick at that point goes, well, it depends on what kind of ghost it is. Some of them kind of have a little glow to them. Others are sort of more vapory. But, it's not important.
I don't remember any
It's
vapory
not?
glowing people.
You just said the ghosts are real, and that's not important.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Would not
What is
surprise
this
me.
country?
It would not surprise me, considering everything that's happened here.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange things that happen where I'm from.
All right, well, we're here to track down that teacher and figure out what's up with that stalker book we found of all of us.
Is it here?
Oh.
Is it stock?
Yeah,
Did
we
you
have
look
the
for
stalker
it?
book. Yeah, I'd like to look around the office for whether they've been like stealing our hair or something. I don't know.
Ben kind of mutters something about ghosts not existing, but he doesn't really sound like his heart's in it.
Yeah, like, well, if ghosts exist, there would be an academic department, blah, 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 that studies them. That's what I always say in real life. So. But yeah, my character is just kind of quietly sip beer and then be startled at everything around him. Like if anyone touches him, he's just like, oh, sorry.
You know what? I'm
so
actually
you
gonna
look-
get some
you're looking for the
harder alcohol from Gartha for Jason.
Oh, Lord. What are you saying,
That's
Nikki?
fair.
So are you all looking for the book?
I'm not. I'm just trying to get my shit together.
Yeah, I think we were looking for the book, the rest of us.
I thought we had the book
Yeah.
and we were looking for the teacher. I thought Dee gave us the book.
Okay, that's
Oh,
that
yeah,
could be
you're right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't. I
It's
think
been
that
a
was
couple
when I
weeks since
didn't
we
have
played.
anything to write with.
No
It's
worries.
fine to forget things.
I got mixed up with that too.
Yeah, all good.
Um,
But yeah, Lachlan's basically looking for where the information in the book came from, because it kind of just come from nowhere. Like there are photos and like information about like the high schools we went to and shit like that. So
there. I'm just gonna say there's a desk and there's like files on all of you.
I'll be right back. I just take a quick bio break. Can you just say that my character is basically just like manically sipping beer and talking to himself, trying to get a grip of reality for just a minute? I'll be right back.
No worries.
And it does say that. I guess I can wait for Jason to come back for that. But yeah, this professor has been like really researching all of you.
are there other people who aren't here who he's been researching as well, or is it just us?
It's you all. There's this page on Cecilia, and I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think.
You're good.
There's a couple of people, yeah.
I'll tell you the theory that I'm trying to test. Essentially, Lachlan thinks that we might be descended from these founders' families, but outside. He's got siblings. He wants to see if, like, his siblings are described as well. Like, if they were just, like, anyone from that family, or if they're, like, Lachlan specifically.
For Lachlan, I'm going to send you a message.
Cool. Secrets.
But you'll see something for. There's a lot about Dick's family,
Interesting.
and there's Jason's school, and there's different things with all of you.
Okay.
Let me just I'll just do it on here because my screen is not working correctly. Sorry.
Yeah, Lachlan will be saying out loud, like, all right, so this is my theory, right? They said that they could throw Dick in instead of that piano teacher lady, right? So that kind of assumes that there's something that you have that would pacify the corn. But the other Dick said that the only thing that pacified the corn was the blood of the founders. So how much do you know about where your family comes from?
As far as I knew, we were all from New Orleans, but or at least Louisiana, but who knows where this is? This might be just outside of town and I don't know about it.
Right, what about you, Ben? I forgot that.
Well,
Ben's coming up a little.
that's getting into an interesting mess. I mean, my parents don't talk to my grandparents, and they don't talk to anybody. Look, it's a mess, okay? I don't know where half my family's from because they don't talk to each other.
Right. I'd ask Jason, but I think he's gone catatonic.
I mean, I can say generally Texas, and that's about it.
So you say around Texas, and there's two links to Louisiana. Isn't that a nearby state?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. If this is gonna rely on American geography, I got fuck all. Lachlan will say.
I mean, they're relatively close, but where is this? Texas is a big place. Louisiana's not a small place.
I'll tell you where it sure as shit is not New South Wales.
But do we know that?
Yeah, you're all American. You're definitely not in New South Wales. If it turns out that this is some elaborate American-staffed prank and we're 8 miles outside Wagga Wagga, then I will have some words, but... if it's about whether Louisiana and Texas are next to each other, for all I know, they are. Are they? Somebody must know, but not Lachlan.
They are.
Lachlan says, referring to himself in the third person, and kicks the desk.
No.
Say we're in Oregon's one, right? That's one of the states. We could be there. Or what's one of the other? Ohio? We could be in there. We could be fucking anywhere. Tell you where we are? Somewhere that makes sense.
Florida. We're definitely in Florida with how weird things have been going.
I thought Florida had good weather.
No, well, if you like being absurdly hot and you like hurricanes, then yes, Florida has good weather.
Jason, the office is your professor's office.
Yeah, so my
The one
character's gonna
it's in it's the same professor.
Yeah. My professor's office was definitely in California, where I went to school. So maybe we're in California? I don't
Is
know.
that near Louisiana?
No, it's not. It's the other side of the country.
All right. Well, sure. And I'll kick the desk again.
What was your professor in, Jason?
Cultural anthropology professor. So he would have a bunch of anthropology and history books.
Well, I'm pretty sure it'll all be
somewhere.
All be
Go ahead.
He was a
mazes now.
Science professor.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Your voice cut out.
I said he was a Cecilia's professor too.
Yes, I assumed. I assumed that, yes. I mean, he could have taught. She doesn't necessarily have to be a cultural anthropology major for him to have taught a class for her. I mean, he probably teaches some lower level courses too.
Did not mean to make that a direct message. Why did it come out that way?
I was wondering why I got a weird face sent to me. Am I the only one? All right. So
Yeah, Dee's just looking around the office really slowly, just trying to figure out what y'all are going to do now that you are learning things.
yeah, and you reconnected with the group leader, Jason. Yeah, I'm the group leader.
Though?
Yeah, I'm clearly the group leader.
I will throw you into the corner as well. No gods, no masters.
I have a degree, so
Well, Cecilia was thrown into the corn. She had the degree,
yeah.
Maybe
okay.
that's why we throw them into the corner.
and she
Oh,
also
no.
She also had,
Anti-intellectualism.
there were kids involved.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume this office is still mostly mazes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is there that's not mazes?
More of the mythology books.
Is it still mostly Greek mythology? Still mostly the Labyrinth and Theseus
It's
and Ariadne?
There was Greek stuff. There was some like Norse stuff, and what else
There's
did
some
I
Yoruba
say?
stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
What myths are there from those two cultures? Because the Greek stuff was all labyrinths and minotaurs.
The stuff about the like world tree, the giant, I can't pronounce any words today. I'm sorry. Is it Jotner?
Jotna. Yeah, Jotna.
Yeah, Jotner.
Okay.
Well, let's start. Yeah, and then we noticed it was like a few weeks ago in game when it happened, but my character did specifically notice something about the books where he went last time, right? Relating to. Sorry, no, it's not relevant. I'm realizing it's the same thing we're just talking about now. Never mind. That the mythology books, basically. I didn't really find out anything crucial about them. I just made the connection.
Yeah, so there's either a minotaur or giants probably somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Or a giant.
What about
giant
the
minotaur.
Yeah. I don't like that idea. I'm hoping for not that.
And the Yoruba is, it's kind of hard to tell what these books are if you're not really familiar with it. Just lots of, they probably look like proverbs.
Can I roll a cultural anthropology test? For no reason other than I'm in a cultural anthropology professor's office. No, I'm just kidding. Cultural anthropology test to get out of here. Help. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, after I've drank my second beer, I'm just gonna get up and start flipping through some books. Possibly looking for any books that look older than others.
There's also a box with like some, it's got this like bad, it looks like it could be stuff that might be magical. Maybe it's just historical artifact stuff, but it's like little bags of seeds and sand and like trays and things, beads.
This looked like the stuff we found in the hardware store to you all?
No, the stuff we found in a hardware store was like other stuff almost like that.
But like this might have come out of a dig or something like that? Like, is it in the middle of being classified or?
No, it's just in a box, in a wooden box.
Just in a box. Lachlan's gonna kick the box.
Dick's gonna try the front door to the office again and see if it still does the when you walk out of it, you just end up walking right back into it thing.
No, you just go into the hallway.
Okay. She's gonna start exploring the rest of the building, looking around.
Okay, it's just a school converted, a barn converted into a school. It's like just a few classrooms, a few offices.
Huh, okay.
How many students today?
Is there a chemistry lab?
Yes. Yeah, it's probably just across the barn.
Well, hallelujah.
I was gonna say, Dick's gonna stick her head into the office and snap her fingers and be like, "Hey Ben, something might interest you over here."
Oh yes, I believe it would.
So she'll point Ben to that, and then she's gonna look for the administrative office and start looking up faculty records if she can.
Yeah,
Lachlan's going with someone with a gun. He's not being left alone with mostly catatonic Jason. He doesn't care whoever stands still long enough, but he's not staying.
Does Garther have a gun?
Garther does
No.
not have a gun. No.
Probably a shank made out of a toothbrush.
Does Ben has a gun, right?
Ben has a gun and Dick has a gun.
Can Ben go with it?
Lachlan will go with Ben. He also has the
How's
flamethrower.
that sound, Ben? Does that sound good, Ben?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, great. Yeah, so there's nobody in the chemistry lab. Yes, there's no chemistry class today.
Fantastic.
And in the administrative office, it's all filing cabinets. No computer, sorry.
No, that's perfect. If there's nobody in there, then she's just gonna go into the room, shut the door, and lock it if she can, and just start going through files, looking for everything she can dig up on this professor and his history and all of that. She's going into full private detective mode.
Okay, you want to roll for that?
Sure. What would you like me to
First roll of the game.
I could see that
Education?
being- yeah, I was gonna say I could see that being education for sure. And then I've got 3 points in private eye, which I assume.
Yeah, add that, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it at 12.
You got a 12?
Yeah, not my best roll.
Okay.
That was a 4 on the die.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this professor is the professor, just not even of a particular subject at the school.
Oof. All right, I'm gonna spend some time on this.
Okay.
Maybe reassess and try again in a bit.
Okay, while you do that, what's going on in the chemistry lab?
I think Ben's looking for thermite. Or the ingredients for thermite.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
that's
also an education role.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think M's lost power, so.
yeah. I can grab her character sheet and roll. Roll 4. And I'm assuming this is sight.
Yes.
All right. Nat 20.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, the ingredients are there.
That's. Lachlan is like sitting on one of the counters, like swinging his legs, watching Ben make thermite. He's got like all his papers out around him and is like, all right, so if that's connected to that, then no, that doesn't work. Okay, what if that's connected to that? Yes, I've done it.
This is the best. This is the best thermite making experience you'll get.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 thermite making experience. I will rate this on Yelp.
Before I get back to Dick, what are you doing, Jason?
Jason's probably At this point, fiddling with doors, opening them and like looking through them without stepping through just to see what's on the other side. He's like paranoid of all doors at this point.
Okay, when he opens the closet door, there's another mirror.
Okay. All right. What?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Does see that the Cecilia is the one. Like, there's a picture of her in the book that does see that she's the one that he saw and
I got you.
who was
Okay.
going on vacation.
I got you. Okay. Well, I'll point out that there's a mirror in the closet to everyone in the group. I'm gonna try not to let it catch my reflection, though. I'm gonna sort of hide behind the door. I don't want it to capture my soul, which is what Jason's thinking is gonna happen at this point. He's
Poor Jason.
Yeah, anything that it just comes to his gut, like this is gonna do some weird thing, he's just gonna assume that it's actually probably gonna happen. So, yeah, he's gonna shut the door afterwards and kind of peek in, see what's going on in the chemistry lab, and then just sort of look around for Garther, see if he can find him. And just nothing of note. Just sort of trying to stay close to my allies here and not get separated from them.
The mirror in the office, did it show the office as we had torn it apart, or did it look a bit different?
It looked different, like a different office, but it's the same professor's office.
Okay.
All right, fuck it. I'm not afraid of a mirror stealing my soul. I will open the door and look at it properly.
And you get a reflection of yourself.
Cool.
Be careful.
Does my hair look good? This is important.
It's just the accurate reflection of whatever you look like at that moment.
Yeah. I fixed my hair. Well, that was very useful. And I'll close the cupboard door again.
Okay.
I'm just... Did you see anything weird in there? Or did you...
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. They said that this wax was an 8-hour hold, and it is not. But... Also, yeah, the office looked kind of weird and fucked up. Like, not fucked up. Like, you know how we kind of, like, fucked it up a bit? It didn't look like that in the mirror.
Okay. Yeah, I just was wondering, because, doors are weird, apparently.
Are they? Are they, Noto? Are doors weird?
Yeah, I mean, when you say 8-hour hold on the wax, and I feel like I've been gone for months, so there's definitely a disconnect here in what we've experienced so far.
Well, at least the mirror didn't eat you.
Yeah, that's exactly what
true.
I thought was going to happen whenever I opened the mirror.
Or
whenever
maybe it would
I
eat
opened the
you,
door.
Jason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just automatically assumed something.
Kind of strange
bad
that it
was
was in the closet like that.
Is it?
Well, I mean, there's one
Yeah, I mean-
outside of it. And there's one inside of it.
There is?
They're not so they're not facing each other. That creates
No.
a ghost portal.
No, like one is on the door like a normal door mirror.
Got it. Yeah, you never face mirrors towards each other. That's how you get ghosts. I'm sure Dick knows.
Is
Yep.
it? Lachlan will like look between the two of you like, is it?
No, I'm sorry. That was supposed to be out of character as a joke, but it was in character, we'll just say.
Dick's not in the room, so Dick's not hearing
Yeah.
this
Oh yeah,
conversation.
you're in the admin building.
Oh, well, Dick's not here.
All right.
So speaking of, I was gonna say, speaking of Dick in the office, you hear it is Lockwood.
Sorry, the roboting a little bit there. What was that?
It's Lachlan.
I hear Lachlan like outside the door.
No, at the desk. He's at the desk.
I am.
So I
No.
walked into an empty room and shut and locked the door, and now Lachlan's sitting at the desk.
Yes.
A
Dick's
very
gonna pull
important
out.
question. Is he still dressed like Lachlan, or does he look like he works here?
Yes.
All right.
No.
Dick's gonna pull out her gun and point it at this quote unquote Lachlan and go, "What's your favorite beer?"
Sorry, I'm just thinking. I didn't write down what the favorite beer was, but
Fake
he's gonna
Lachlan.
say whatever Australian beer.
All right, so whatever beer Lachlan had said before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fat yak.
Fat, yeah. We have a fat tire here in the United States.
It's the difference in our cultures.
Yeah, tires
Dick,
and yaks.
relaxes a little bit, still hasn't put the gun away, and just says, "How did you get in here?"
You're not gonna find anything.
Why is that?
Because we don't want you to find anything. And then Lachlan's gone.
Right. Yes, Ran. We can
Yes,
tell it's
had-
not
had-
really
had-
Lachlan
had-
because he didn't say fuck.
Yeah, had nothing to do with the fact that the GM was voicing the character. It was just the lack
Yeah.
of.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything about the accent work, but
Yeah, I didn't even try.
It's
Dick's
hard. It's
gonna-
one of the hardest accents to do is the Australian one. And this comes from someone who does accents like all the time. So don't feel bad. Anyway,
Dick's
continue.
gonna give it one more try to try and find something in the room.
Okay,
on
you
this-
can
this
roll
teacher.
again.
Just,
And you get
just
you
to
can
spite.
with advantage since you took time, so you can roll with advantage.
Oh, fantastic. Nat 20.
Oh,
Didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
need the advantage.
okay.
see, Lachlan,
It's
you're
so
driven into
clearly
a
the-
frenzy.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is just a fake Lachlan.
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 Yeah, you find out that this professor has always been a professor there. Like, I mean, if you were in a normal place, you would just think maybe he had a lot of kids or something. But no, as long as this has been a school, he's always been a professor there.
Okay. Does it say
Always
when the school
Been
was
part of the
established?
school,
Like what year it was established?
like 1870.
Okay.
No, not 18. Yeah, like after, yeah, it's
18
1870-ish.
1870. Okay. Yeah, Dick's gonna take pictures of this information, and then grab the file or folder with all that information in it and roll it up and stick it like.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
got all the information on him. Like,
Yeah.
they found everything we found on this person, thanks to Jake Lachlan.
Yeah, she's just gonna like roll that up and stick that in her pocket, like take whatever she can, but also take pictures of everything too, just in case something weird happens and suddenly it disappears. And is going to pull out a lighter, think about lighting the room on fire for a second, and then decide not to before leaving the room to go find the group again.
So
yeah,
it's real
okay.
Lachlan back in her office. Is the real
Lachlan is
returned?
begin pinning up his bits of evidence again and like running the string between them. He's like, no, all right, we're in the middle of it, guys. We're in the fucking middle of it. All we gotta do, we gotta think. We gotta think. Not you, Jason. You just have another beer. But the rest of us, we gotta think.
I'm pretty good at thinking. Just tell me what to think about, and I'll try to do that. Honestly,
All right.
I haven't been able to put two and two together about much of anything since we've gotten here. I just desperately want to leave. It's honestly, I'm
Yeah,
with
no
the
shit.
group.
Helps to unmute my microphone. Dick walks in and just blurts out like, "Your professor's a cryptid."
Now that's what I'm talking about. These are useful suggestions.
Dick pulls out the folder and be like,
What's a
"They've been a professor here since the 1870s."
That's a long time.
That's why I said cryptid, or maybe a vampire, something like that.
Lachlan turns around and scrolls on I assume there's a chalkboard or a whiteboard in here, and he just writes, "Professor is Bigfoot?" 3 question marks.
Bigfoot likely doesn't exist from an anthropological standpoint. I can explain why, but I don't really have the time.
Oh, no shit, Jason. You think that things aren't real? I'm learning very quickly that everything is real, including fucking ghosts. I think that this man is Bigfoot, or maybe a vampire, or maybe he's an alien. Maybe he is here to perform some kind of crazy fucking study, and then we're gonna find out that this whole fucking thing is a hologram. At this point, there are no stupid answers. And he then crosses out Bigfoot and writes vampire, and then crosses out vampire and writes alien, and then draws a line from that to inverted pyramid under town, and then writes hologram?
I thought he just liked people going to college.
That might be true, but they've been around since, over 100 years as this professor. So, and yeah, Bigfoot's most likely actually a werewolf. So, fuck that guy.
Right, werewolf, and he writes that.
So I should be glad I didn't want to go away to college.
I mean, really,
Maybe not
further education's
this college.
overrated. You don't need to worry about it.
Well, that's fair too.
I'm sorry. Not because sometimes he would get people to go away to school outside of town.
Would they come back?
Cecilia came back.
Yeah. Did she happen to go traveling with her wife the last time she left?
I don't think she was married the last time she left.
Oh. Okay. No reason.
When she left right after she finished high school, and then she came back and had the kids with her.
Yeah. Again, which just goes to show that what I've been experiencing is some sort of dream state, because I had very extensive conversations with her and her wife. We went out on the town.
We never met her wife here.
Yeah, I met her whenever.
Well, I didn't meet her unless somebody else did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did
Wherever
you look-
I went,
Is she in the book?
yeah, she was in there, right? You didn't need to say that earlier. That
Did you look for the wife in the book?
Oh, I don't know. I can look. I can open the book again.
It's in the book. Take a look.
Yeah, I'll just start flipping through the book then and see if I
see.
can find.
One of the extra people in there is the wife.
Yeah, this was the woman. Does her wife have a name, or do I remember it?
Yeah, it does, and I have to find it.
Oh no. Well, I'll just
But
say
she does
for
have a
now. I'll
name.
just say yes. This is so and so. I remember her. Cecilia and her. We went out. We had Mexican, and then we went and hopped a couple of bars and stuff. It was a good night out. They were in town.
That's cool. That's cool. You went out and had a nice fucking night out on the town and had tacos or whatever. You know what we
It
were
was
doing?
not real, obviously, and I don't know what or who to trust anymore at this point. So I feel like you might be in a more stable environment than me. I keep either passing out or being abducted by aliens. I have no idea what's going on. So
Yeah, it sounds very peaceful. It sounds like a good fucking time. Just get to go hang out and eat tacos in the dream world while we have to deal with people trying to feed us to the corn.
Yeah, I mean, I did a lot
Erica
of things.
Gordon.
I was gone for months. Yeah, Erica. This is Erica.
And just to remind y'all, one of the last names from the original founders was Gordon.
Oh.
Okay, so obviously it's related somewhere. We need a family tree.
Well, they should have that sort of shit here, right? Like it's a quaint town. Don't they always do that kind of bullshit? If only to make sure no one marries their cousin or something.
Oh yeah.
I would have to go back to my house for that.
Yeah. Do you know if
Which he doesn't really want to do, but
yeah, I don't blame him.
fee, so
I almost don't want to like go anywhere outside of that involves me going through a door.
Or like maybe the local library would have something like that. You guys have a library, right? Like, I know this is a small town, but you do have a library, right?
Yeah, it's the next building over.
I was about to say it's probably the loft, the barn loft, where they keep all the books. Yeah.
That was the next building over because the elementary school and the secondary school share it.
All I know is if we leave this building, I'm going to be climbing out of a window. I'm not going through any doorways.
What are you, a cartoon ninja?
No, every time I go through a doorway, I go on a 6-month vacation that only lasted a few hours. So I'm just trying to not go on vacation again. And that's,
we'll say worse problems to have.
We'll say I'm like unlocking a window when you ask that, just getting ready just in case go to leave.
Well, I mean, I sure would like an actual vacation.
I think we all would.
That's what this was supposed to be.
I mean, honestly, I'd love to get back to work. And because that is obviously not in this strange dimension where I work, so
don't you work for your professor?
Yes, but that's in California, and I don't think we're in California.
But this is your professor's office.
Yeah, but I didn't go to school in a barn. I went to school at UCLA. They had a barn on campus, but it was like a hangout, so it was the student center.
But what if this professor is like a cryptid that has a cryptid office? I don't know what a cryptid office is.
Me neither.
How's moving academic office? Yes, D. You're getting into it. It's Lachlan will scribble that down. Fucking, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're working with.
I'm just saying, go back to work, Jason. You're going to be in the same situation again.
Dick also writes on the board, just like, is the professor Howell? Question mark.
Could be. Could fucking be. We don't know. What do we know? Nothing. Fucking nothing. Alright. Okay, so we need a plan here. We need a plan. This is what I'm thinking, and hear me out, right? So we finish searching this school, swing by the lab, pick up Ben. He's been making thermite for the last 45 minutes, so that's going to be a good time whenever we need to deploy that. We try and find this professor, threaten to feed him to the cornfield if he doesn't agree, because he knows that we're going to follow fucking through on that now. But figure out why we were all targeted, because for some reason this book has a picture of my guitar in it, and that's a bit fucking weird. Figure out what's going on in terms of like why we were all picked, why that chick Gordon's in there as well. Like there's got to be a reason, right, for why these particular people. So we find the professor, we drill down, we ask some serious hard-hitting questions. I'm gonna leave that bit to you, Dick, because you're basically a pig, so you probably know what's up. Then
A pig?
The library. We look
Yeah.
for like family trees and shit there to see if, you know, all you Americans turn out to actually be secretly related to the people here. Won't be me. I come from honest sheep-stealing convicts, but you lot, possibly. And then, I don't know, maybe we set fire to the whole fucking town. I've got 2 steps. 3 is question mark, question mark, question mark. 4 is profit, and the profit is getting the fuck out of here.
So Dick's like, first of all, I'm not a cop. Second of all, the rest of that sounds good.
Lachlan will be doing this gesturing wildly with like a red marker in one hand and an open beer in the other.
But yeah, Tick seems to take great offense to being called a cop.
Oh yeah,
Well, we
yeah,
could try
PIs
to
hate
visit the
cops.
cop.
What was that?
We could try to visit the one cop that's here.
We haven't talked to them yet. That is true. But
Never talks to the police, Lachlan says just immediately.
I was gonna say, but then we'd have to go talk to the police officer here. So
Maybe he knows something. I don't know. It's worth a shot. I mean, again, I don't really know if any suggestion I make is going to be a good one because I kind of am more lost than anything.
Oh, I'm lost too, Adiz says.
Well, I'm not the only one.
But it does seem like the that at least some of this is related to the founders. Like that, and that Erica Gordon, we don't know who she was. I've never seen her before in this town. But she knew Cecilia. Well, more than knew, they were married. So,
You know, new.
and they had kids, which are probably related.
Probably. Wait, so we've seen 3 people get fed to the cornfield, right? Is the last family that hasn't been fed to the cornfield the Gordons? Or have we already lost a Gordon?
No, we haven't lost the Gordon.
Okay.
There were 2. There were. I forgot my phone was plugged in and I tried to pick it up completely. Let's see. There were. It was Anna Gordon, Richard Reed, Lexi Reed, and Evan Asher. So there was an Asher gone.
There's a Reed gone. But wouldn't
Yes.
Reed be related to Gordon as well? Because didn't Anna and Richard hook up? Like, this is Lachlan speaking, and would not use the word hook up for this
Yeah.
particular situation.
Yeah, they did. So I don't know. Sounds like some soap opera stuff.
God damn it, G! And like he'll slam his hands on the desk. Like, you've already spent the last 24 hours talking bullshit. You know more than you're saying. And we know that because you told us that you were lying to us earlier.
I mean, I don't know the family trees here, but we did.
What do you know?
That there's still.
Seriously, what do you know?
Sorry, I'm just laughing. That we still need. We still need a Reed to go in the corn and a Gordon.
But I threw a Reed into the corn.
And another name.
You were
There's
there.
5, so yeah, but there's 2 Reeds in the founders. They were siblings.
Yeah, no, I know they were siblings. I've been paying attention. Have you not seen my board? I've been paying attention.
Did I just tune into the conversation where we're talking about human sacrifice now?
Keep up, nerd.
I was gone for months. I did not know we sacrificed someone already.
Cecilia, well, I'm supposed to be pouring food. that would fix everything.
You
But
wouldn't
instead
believe
it's
it, but
taking
she's like a
everybody
human
else.
Cecil.
So that's why it took, oh my God, I can't remember her name, Cecilia. And then after it took Cecilia, the watcher started working again. And then they fed Richard to it because he was not being very nice. He was a really mean person.
This may be a slight understatement.
Yeah.
Essentially, I got in a fist fight with Richard Reed and he ended up in the cornfield. And really, I don't think anyone's to blame for that, Lachlan says. I think that was just, it's just this sort of thing just kind of happens in a place like it wasn't. Things just kind of happen. It like looks away. Things just kind of happen.
Okay. So we think we need to find someone with another family. So, all right. Clarify to me what it is you think we need to do to stop all of this. You think we need to throw 2 people into the cornfield?
No, I need to go into a cornfield, but I don't want to.
What if one of us went with you to protect you?
I don't think that would work. I mean, it might want you, but it would probably want me so that things don't get broken more.
The thought to like just forcibly toss D into the cornfield at this point crosses Jason's mind, but he doesn't act on it. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. There's probably like just a moment where Lachlan and Jason like meet eyes, and then they both shake their heads slightly, like, no.
No, we can't do that.
Probably not. No. I mean, we could. No, we can't do that.
That's not nice.
Yeah. You could, but she wouldn't like it very much.
No, I don't think she would. Plus, it just doesn't fit my character. He's not a murderer.
Well, we're learning a lot about Lachlan in the last couple of weeks that I don't think Lachlan knew about Lachlan either.
Well, if we can't, is there, all right, this is out of character. Have we pretty much, are there any places in this building we haven't like just explored for the sake of exploring yet that seem like they might be important?
Have you looked for any trapdoors?
Oh, no trapdoor. I'm not messing with
We've not
trapdoors.
looked for trapdoors.
That's
a
not my
good
job.
point.
I'll let someone
Do
else
we
touch
want-
those.
You already looked
Do we
into the
want to look
closet?
for
I mean, does
trapdoors?
anybody else want to look in the closet?
Is there anything else in there other than the mirror?
Just the professor's like briefcase and whatever.
What's in the briefcase? The
receipt for like the train tickets.
He bought the train tickets?
Yes.
Oh, for all of us.
Yeah.
Is Garther didn't even have a train ticket. Is there one for Garther?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's weird.
And
And
does it
copies
have
of,
like
like,
everyone's
letters.
I would like to grab
names?
Garther's ticket to show Garther whenever he drunkenly shows back up.
And like copies of the note because he wrote letters to Dee saying invite these people to your festival.
Dick will look in the closet as well, and
Is she avoiding the mirror?
as soon as she sees that mirror, she covers it up with something.
Oh yeah, good idea. See, I mean, you and I both, we're just like, nope, we're not messing with mirrors. This place is too weird for mirrors.
Dick has had some
an
bad
American
experiences with mirrors.
Is my professor black also?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's important information. because he could be related to someone in this town.
Well, he
was-
works there. He's been in the town forever.
Yeah. Well,
he might
my
actually be the town for all
I
we
still
know.
am not convinced this is his real office, okay? Because I distinctly went to school at UCLA, not Barn
There's a
University.
picture of him and Cecilia in that office.
Okay, and my professor's last name, is it Gordon or Reed by any chance?
No, it is not actually.
Okay, well then it's if it's not relevant, then you don't have to worry
No,
about it.
it is relevant.
Okay, all right.
What is his name?
James Madison.
Oh,
Fuck's
Lord.
sake!
Yeah, that would have been. We'll just say that it just took my character this long to put two and two together because of how much weird shit's been happening to him.
Sorry.
I want to say that, like, as Lachlan's going through the briefcase, there's just like a notepad that says like from the desk of James Madison. He's like, for fuck's sake, and then he will literally flip the desk.
Whoa, hold on. That almost landed on my foot. Lachlan, calm down.
I don't care.
Dude,
Did you not think
and-
this was relevant? And he's gonna grab Jason by like the lapels and shake him.
I
Your
have.
professor's name is fucking Madison,
I'm
and you didn't mention that.
I'm gonna aggressively smack Lachlan's wrists and then push his hands back and say, listen, I have been through some weird shit, and I know you have too, but the shit I've been through has been even weirder. I did not, honestly, it's almost like I just remembered his last name. Which-
Jason, I'm gonna level with you. I killed a man today. My day has been weirder than yours.
Every time I walk through a door, I'm gone for 6 months and come back. It's only been a few hours, so I don't know. That's pretty weird. Murder is a pretty mundane thing when you think about it. Happens every day.
The murder victim was killed by corn.
Yeah, no, that's weird. That part about it's weird.
Yeah.
Yes, the manner of death is weird. The cause of death, not so much.
In response to your
No,
question,
for me,
Lachlan,
that's pretty weird.
the mirror thing's not an American thing. I've had a really bad experience with mirrors before. So
All right, I was just wondering if
better
it was
safe
like the
than sorry.
Jewish thing, where you cover the mirrors or some shit. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I just don't want any copies of us hopping out of the mirror and causing problems.
Okay, I wasn't worried about something like that happening, but now I am. Thanks.
I'm
Well,
putting
you're
mirror
welcome.
doppelgangers on the list.
Well,
That
I
would
did
never
see
happen.
another you in the administrative office after
What?
I had
You're
closed and
really
locked the
bringing that-
door.
You're really mentioning that now?
Well, the cryptid
the-
thing seemed a little more important for it to talk about first, so. But yeah, There was another
Lachlan is
you.
going to find something else to kick.
There's a briefcase.
Yeah, he will. All right, so this is a very specific. Like, he will pick it up and he will drop it like he's gonna do like an AFL kick, like just like drop kick, like it is a football. Papers everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand on the other side of the room from Lachlan, who just seems to be kicking objects and throwing them around. I don't want to get smacked with a desk or something.
This is bullshit.
So where do we go next, huh? I honestly, or do we just stay here until we die? Because maybe that's a better end than all of this weirdness.
No,
Well-
we're gonna go find James Madison. We're gonna kick the shit out of him until we get the answers we want.
All right.
Where
sounds
is
good.
he?
You're asking
this-
me?
I'm gonna take a. Well, no, the desk is tipped over now. Well, I'm going to grab a piece of paper and pencil off the ground somewhere, and then I'm gonna write a note that says, "Hey, Prof, it's me, Jason. Just stopped by your office today. We're in town.
Can you call him?
Phones are dead, I thought."
Oh, they're working again. I think mostly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna open up my cell phone, which has not died, battery wise. So I'm going to go to my contacts list. I'm going to find my professor's phone number, and then I'm going to call it from his office phone. I'm going to call his cell phone from his office phone.
Is his contact number under James Madison? Like, is that how he is in your phone?
Professor Madison, probably. Dr. Madison.
What about Dr. M?
Dr. M, yeah. Listen, you say this place is strange. Why is it so hard for you to believe that it could have affected my memory in this regard? Because obviously I would remember my mentor's name in a normal situation, but it only just cropped up in my head just now. So I think whatever weird stuff's happening here could have influenced that. So try not to blame me for it, okay?
Probably. I got some rage issues. Jason, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got some problems.
Yeah, I think, well, okay. We all do in some way, I think. But yeah, I'm just gonna, whenever we decide to leave, I'm going out this window. I advise everyone else does the same because doors don't operate normally in this place. So maybe windows are key.
Dee's gonna look outside the window, and there's not a cornfield, luckily. But there's like townspeople that she's just gonna like back away and not go that way, out the window. And she'll explain to Jason that the townspeople are upset with her because she did not go into the cornfield like she was supposed to.
I'm muted. Sorry. I asked Dee, do you happen to know where Professor Madison lives? Because obviously he doesn't live in his office.
I thought he did. He's always here.
What? Is there a bed like set up in the corner where he would have slept? Like
No.
in the back room or something?
No.
Or does he not have a home?
Not that I know of. He doesn't live in any of the houses out in town.
Okay, yeah, that's not normal.
You never thought that was weird, Dee? You never thought it was weird that the teacher just lived in the school?
You know?
No, I don't.
Again, Lachlan, I feel like people's minds are affected by this place more than you're giving them credit for. So I don't. Maybe it just never crossed Dee's mind. Just kind of how it never crossed my mind that my professor had the same last name as the town. Again, the town. I think the town's affecting us somehow.
Look, that all of the American jokes I've ever made in my life are more accurate than I had thought.
I would like to. Oh, I have a very low gut feeling. Never mind. It's like a negative one. Yeah. As a player, I kind of don't really know exactly what my character would do next, so I'm just gonna kind of go along with.
You can roll a gut feeling.
Okay, I can roll it. See what happens. Did I roll it right? Oh, a 9. Yes, very bad fail.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, okay. I start to actually suddenly feel a little relaxed. Maybe I see an old textbook I helped do research for, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have accomplished some things.
Anybody else want a gut feeling?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Gut feeling. 16.
Okay. Wow. Dick, everything's fine. That's 7. But with the 16, Lachlan, you realize that there is that the professor probably does know what's going on, that everyone else seems to be some part of some plan that nobody informed you all of. And you are right with your murder board. It's not a murder board, but you know what I mean.
No, it really is a murder board. It's okay.
Does anyone
Alright, so-
else here in town have the last name Madison D, or is it just the professor?
Just the professor. Nobody has that last name out here, really.
No.
So quick question. You said there were just like people outside the window, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lachlan would like to. Are they like within arm's reach from the window, or are they just like hanging about outside?
There's like somebody clipping hedge bushes.
With
And-
hedge trimmers?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone
And-
unarmed outside the window?
There's somebody walking a dog.
Right. I'm gonna open the window and I'll be like, "Hey, you. G'day. Can you come over here for a sec?"
To the
Can I
dog
roll a
walker.
charm to like get them over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22.
That's that
Dangerous
will do
boy,
it.
this boy. Yeah.
Okay. Just 1 second. I'm just pulling up a thing.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about.
Good. Good.
Where is this? I'm sorry, I'm not very organized.
It's
just that-
okay. Look, I'll be honest with you. Lachlan's about to do something really stupid. But he's a very angry man, and he's right at the end of his rope.
Okay, you can imagine somebody with like a notebook full of papers that are just a complete mess. That's my notes. But it's all just a list of files with names that say note.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Because I didn't
Very good.
title anything. Because who needs titles, right?
So Stick is going to look at everyone and say, "Now, I don't have any really. Sorry, landlord's working on the unit behind me again, and it's very loud.
It's not coming through the mic.
Yeah, it's not coming through a lot on the mic. You're probably just hearing it through your monitor a lot.
Oh, that's good because it's very, very loud. Look, I don't have any evidence for this necessarily, but what if the professor is the corn?
Fucking Professor Corn, you might be right.
And I don't mean like literally he's a field of corn, but if he's the only Madison in town, and then somebody from all the other founder families have to be sacrificed every so often, but there's no other Madisons, that might, I feel like there's a connection there.
You're probably
Sounds
right.
like one.
Maybe he's the one that set all this in motion.
What a bitch.
He was always a very nice professor when I talked to him, but that's just a way people can be misleading about their true selves, was by having a face that they adhere to.
And then under the face, it turns out they're corn. Yeah.
Corn face, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm honestly down with any theories at this point. I keep going on vacation against my will, so what do I know?
The guy walking the dog does run over.
Hey there, nice to meet you. What's your name?
I am George Jones.
George Jones. Nice to meet you, George Jones. And Lachlan will reach out to like shake his hand through the window.
Yeah, he'll shake his hand.
Lachlan is going to grab this man and half pull him through the window and be like, "Where's the professor?" Like full Batman.
The dog starts barking, and like,
Where is he?
the dog is really mad and like trying to get Lachlan, and probably can't because of the whole window thing.
Yeah, no, that's why I did it through the window. I'm not a fool.
George is trying to, get the
Answer me!
guy off of him. Like, what's wrong with you?
You say as if you didn't just see people get fed to the corn. Where the fuck is Professor Madison?
I don't know where he is. Let go of me.
Wrong answer. I'm gonna slam the window sash down on him. Where is he?
Did we lose him?
I think his camera fell over.
Oh my gosh.
Or off. Which is really funny.
My camera did indeed fall over. I will be right back.
Alright.
I'm so sorry.
That was perfect. Should we take a break now?
Yeah, right now actually would be a good time for a break. So we're gonna take a 15-minute break. Go grab snacks, hydration, whatever you need, and head on back. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. we are back. We just fix our camera positions here. And welcome in Josh.
Hey, I'm the game master today, apparently. Let's change the views.
Uh-oh.
You enter into a darkened oh no, fine.
All right, everybody. Drunken hobo fight. Let's go.
Yeah, hi. It's, like what they used to call those things? Yeah, like the fights, the hobo.
Oh my god! Oh, the videos where they
those awful
people to fight
videos
each other online. Yes, yeah. I bum fights. Anyway, yeah.
Bum fights. Thank you. I was trying to remember the awful term.
Horrific.
Whoever wins gets this bottle of scotch. Hell yeah, I'll kill for that. We know you would.
That's horrific.
Yeah, it was it's a terrible thing. And how long did that even last? I don't even know. I never actually watched one. I just knew they existed.
Oh yeah, no, it's just one of those like weird internet things that existed in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, so D starts to like yell for George because he's closed in the window and George is yelling because he's closed in the window.
I know you know. Lachlan will say, look, shaking him. I know what's happening here. Where is the professor? None of you are innocent.
He's just George.
You were born into a world of sin.
Lachlan will just look over his shoulder like, oh, hey, Gotha. Where is he?
Yo, what are we yelling about? Where is he?
A couple of people from outside are trying to get George out of the window.
No, you need people to the corn. You can tell me where the fucking professor is. I don't know what role you...
Someone from outside yells, ask Gordy. Gordy knows everything.
Well, where's he? Still shaking.
Dee will explain that Gordy is the farmer outside of town. He's been brought up a couple of times.
I think someone will need to get Lachlan off this guy. He's not. He's not gonna let go.
Yeah, these explain that Gordy's outside of town. He has a farm. He grows corn like everybody in the town.
You grows corn? You want us to go to the corn?
Well, you want just that's what the guy said, that Gordy knows where the professor is. I'm not telling you to go to the corn.
Just want me to let go of George later.
Yeah, the neighbors all, rush. I said, when you let go of him, the neighbors all rush to save George.
Someone's gonna have to pull Lachlan off.
Okay, so somebody.
Real quick, since I'm not
someone on this side.
I'm not 100% sure exactly what the scene is. So you're literally on top of somebody, like grabbing by their lapel and just shaking them.
I grabbed a guy from outside, pulled him halfway through the window, and then slammed the window shut on him.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're so you basically, what is the word I'm looking for? Non-lethally guillotined him.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so Garther's like, so real quick, do you? Okay, so you're just gonna keep roughing this guy up until somebody pulls you off, or have we gotten all the information?
Basically.
Have you gotten all the information you need out of him? Just because I'm not.
We have got no information out. I just picked a random dude from outside the window. It's like, answer my questions.
Hey there, you random guy. Unless you want a situation like in the movie Ghost, but not the romantic part where the guy gets all sliced up by the blades of the broken glass. Tell this here crazy Australian whatever they want to know.
I don't know. Let me go. And the person from outside is yelling go see Gordy. Go see Gordy.
The dog's probably barking.
Yeah, the dog is barking. The people outside are yelling.
I don't
Guys,
understand how you could not know when you're all like, D, walk into the cornfield. You seem to know about the cornfield. What's going on with the corn?
What's your dog's last name? Is it Madison?
We promise we're not using this to. We're not trying to identity thief you. We don't need your mother's maiden name unless it's Madison.
In which case, she's going in the field.
The dog's name is not Madison.
Got it. All right. Scruffy.
It's not a corn dog. Got it.
Scruffy McScrufferson.
Da-doo.
Corn dog.
It's a dog that's kind of mad that you got his dude in the window.
Yeah.
Which is
As-
very
I mean,
fair
that-
and valid.
would
I
be.
mean, that's fair. Although, good God. Although Dick is doing nothing to dissuade Lachlan and is quietly encouraging this.
Garther takes
Tell me about the corn, George!
Garther takes that T-bone that he has left over from the steak he grabbed. I'm assuming he still carries in his pocket from when he grabbed it earlier, and throws at the dog and says, "Shut up! Hush, puppy!"
All these
Okay,
dog puns, food puns are.
That's
Love
yeah.
The T-bone does.
Hush puppies are made
distract
out of
the dog
cornbread.
momentarily, but the people outside are still kind of yelling and trying to get their townmate out of the window.
Well, if you want me to let him go, tell me about the fucking corn!
Just let him go. And I'm gonna kind of address the crowd. Like, do any of you know someone with the last name Madison that lives in this town besides the professor?
No.
What about the other names that we're supposed to look out for?
Reed and Gordon, right?
Well, there aren't many Gordons, but there's a lot of Reeds, lots of Richards.
Yeah, we gathered that.
Stop acting
Say
innocent!
there's
All
not-
of you threw the piano teacher into the corn! Stop
Calm down,
pretending like
Kangaroo
I'm
Jack.
being unreasonable!
Calm down, Kangaroo Jack. We're trying to have a conversation with these people.
Why? No,
Because-
I won't!
If you were listening, this person said there's not that many Gordons around here. Who are those Gordons? And where do they live?
Ben will say that you should let him go because you know that you have to find Gordy, who has the farm, and that the questions will all be answered soon.
Yeah, I start smacking Lachlan's wrists again. Like, let this person go. Quit grabbing people by the lapels.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Come on, Rockstar.
Ben will try to pull Lachlan off.
All right, I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. Don't touch me. I'm calm. Like very much
There's a
that
lot
like
of touching people.
dude who is just about to get into a bar fight, but is like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm good.
Cool, bro. I'm cool.
Hold me
I'm
back.
cool.
Hold me back.
I'm fine. Oh. Fucking touch me. I'm fine.
You need to cool off. So, where are the Gordons? Where can you direct me to their house or direct us to their home so we can go and have a word with them?
It's a farm, and Ben will open the windows to let the guy go, and turn to Dee like, Dee, lead us to Gordy's farm.
Is Gordy
Yeah,
short
come
for
on.
Gordon? I need to know now.
Yeah.
I need to know
Gordy.
now so we don't have another professor
his first name.
situation.
No, his first name is Gordy. It's Gordy. I know this name. I should know it because I wrote it down like a million times. Was that his middle name? Where's my notes? Yeah, his name is Gordy Vernon Carter V.
Did that to someone 5 times? That's a horrible name, even once.
Yeah, it is. It's he's Dee will explain it's a farming family, and they just keep naming their kids Gordy, Vernon, Carter. They grow corn, obviously, because that's all anybody grows in this town.
You need to actually grow it.
But he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Oh my god. Lachlan's just gonna kick something else, just like a bookshelf or something.
Garther follows suit. Whatever seems kickable. If there's a trash can, if there's a.
Oh, Garther coming into the room. Lachlan's already flipped the desk, and the floor is covered in papers from when he like football kicked the suitcase.
Oh, you did the best part. I love flipping tables.
Well, I've got all this thermite. Are we taking it with us? This is what Ben is saying. Or should we leave it here where it's safe?
No, I mean, I've got.
Might with us.
I mean, I actually have a little bit of thermite in my pouch, in one of my pouches. You can shove it on there.
Okay, let's wrap it up safely so we don't blow ourselves up.
I mean, yeah, sure. It just, becomes hotter than the surface of the sun. That's all. Not a big deal.
Okay, Ben will carefully wrap up the thermite to put it in the bag.
Yeah, he does have a compartment specifically for that.
What life does this man live?
I mean, you never
he
know.
has a compartment for thermite.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, like, if once again, none of you have actually looked in his backpack what he has. He has certain compartments for certain things.
And as you're like, don't worry, I have a compartment for that. Lachlan is just like, this country is fucking wild.
It's like, hey, I mean, you never know when you need to get through a lock on a door that's not gonna just give way. He looks at his.
Does anybody want to roll sight?
What's that?
Sorry to interrupt. Does anyone want to roll sight?
Sight? I mean, I'll give it a
I would
go.
love to.
Any of y'all can roll it.
Let's see here. Sight. My very bad sight. Only a 13.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing unusual.
Come on, roll 20, don't freeze.
Oh, what?
Jace, do you want to roll sight?
Are we losing people?
I mean, I see movement.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, I rolled poorly anyway. It does not matter. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
My apologies.
Dick, do you want to roll sight?
I did. I got a 15.
The
And I
very
got a 19,
observant.
I believe.
You got a 19?
Yeah.
Okay. You notice you've been around Ben for a while, right?
Hmm.
Something looks a little different. Like,
Are his freckles mirrored or something?
his scars on his face. Yeah.
I'm gonna just like casually fall back to like between Dick and Gartha and be like, so mirror doppelgangers, huh? What's the haps with that?
What is that like a thing that we have to be
Yeah.
You
worried
said
about
it was
now?
a thing.
Last time I ran into something like that, there was basically if you look at them directly in the mirror and you're close enough, they'll pull you into their world and hop out and
Cool.
take your place.
Cool. So just real quick, if you, for example, punched one in the back of the head, would that like work the way it does on a person?
Sure,
it's like-
yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
I thought maybe like we had to like punch ourselves in the back of the head and then they'd punch themselves in the back of the head.
No, it's
It might
still,
make getting the real one back harder, but
because I don't know if you've noticed, but Ben's scars are all backwards. Not that I spend a lot of time staring at his face, but just all his scars are backwards.
Yeah, that is a little odd.
So I'm just gonna punch him in the back of the head. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know before, like, Jason's definitely gonna think I've gone fucking feral, but back me up here. And then Lachlan's gonna go punch him in the back of the head.
He's like chatting to D.
Yeah, I'm just gonna king hit Ben in the back of the head.
I mean,
Oh my god.
I had like formaldehyde and I could put that on a cloth and okay, never mind. Apparently, this is
He's
Roll an
already
attack for
moving.
that? Can you roll an attack?
Would love to. Attack. 17.
Okay, that would hit.
Lachlan has one
he's gonna,
fighting
like,
move.
Fall.
the donkey
like,
punch.
Fall,
That's the only thing you have.
and real Ben, do you want to come back in or come in?
Yeah, that would be great. Walk in just in time to see Lachlan punch me in the back of the head.
Well, maybe you didn't see it, but
You see Lachlan punch herself in the back of the head and then like, where is he?
Did I get to make my thermite at least?
Yeah, you did. You actually have
Yeah,
it. I don't
Ben-
know what the fake one has.
Okay, good. Ben walks in just in time to see Lachlan punch him in the back of the head. What the hell is going on here?
I think Lachlan just looks at someone else to explain.
Ben is kind of staring at himself now.
The,
Like, did they successfully like knock him out?
no, the mirror bin is fine. And, like, he's starting to try to get up again.
Oh, he's gonna unholster that gun and point it at himself. Well, the other
And the mirror bin
himself.
is like a perfect mirror image of Ben.
Motherfucker, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I too would like to know what the fuck.
I knew something was wrong when you said you wanted to leave the thermite here.
Yeah, because that would be insane. Why would anybody leave perfectly good thermite here?
So, Mirror Ben, do you know where the professor is?
You'll never find him.
Bitch, I will
So-
punch you again. Answer the fucking question.
No, bye. He's gonna try to run to the mirror. Grab your
Ben,
knee. He's gonna grab
Ben's
me and
gonna-
like run to the mirror.
Ben's gonna point his gun at the other him and shoot.
Go for the kneecaps, Lachlan will yell.
He is gonna aim for the leg. Because he wants answers.
That's
You
an
get him.
attack roll.
I have no idea what. I have that as hand cannon because that gun is so stupidly powerful, but I have no idea what I would roll an attack for.
Let me check your character sheet. I can let you know if it's all set up or not.
Yeah, I don't have a weapon damage for that. It's that big Smith and Wesson 500. You know, the one hikers use to one-shot grizzly bears.
It's probably like
Sorry, I didn't plan on
a D8 or a
Combat?
D10, probably. With it being
a
so big, it's
D8
probably
you
like
said?
a D10. I would
Oh my
imagine.
gosh. So under weapon damage,
Uh,
would it just put D10 or?
D10, yeah. Just based off the stuff that's already in the game book, that's probably where that would fall.
So put D10 under weapon damage and then hit attack.
Yeah. And
Okay.
everything else in here is already put in correctly, so that should be all you need.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens then. Well,
Why
say
does it keep
goodbye to your
messaging Jason.
say goodbye to your kneecap, I guess.
Let me see what
And
this
hello
roll
to
is.
everyone's ears ringing right now.
I was about to say, Garther,
Yeah, that
just
is
the moment a
incredibly
gun was
loud.
brandished in this enclosed space, Garther would have covered his ears immediately.
yeah. That is it. Is an
Same
incredibly
with
loud
Dick.
gun.
Lachlan's never seen a gunfight in real life. He has no idea that that's something he needs to do.
Yeah,
Well,
in
you
the
see two
movies, they
people. You
don't
see
cover
two
it.
people who are used to guns doing it. So
What?
Back
So,
having evil twin.
I'm just imagining Lachlan
like-
now being like, Mom.
It's Lachlan. This is not a typical. This is not the typical gun that Americans carry. This is the stupidly big gun.
I don't like how you say
So-
the typical gun that Americans carry. Like, there's a standard issue that every American has.
there is.
Kinda. Not
Kind
every,
of.
but most, yeah.
Kind of.
What?
You turn 16, you get your driver's license, and the glove compartment of every vehicle comes with.
Standard issue.
Like I said, one-shot grizzly bears if you hit them right.
Jesus. Alright, well, goodbye, kneecaps.
Yeah.
Or at
I
least
need-
one of them.
Yeah, he falls and lets go with Dee's hand, and looks like somebody got shot in the kneecaps. And like,
As one sees on a regular basis.
I mean, Ben already fended off a crowd with a flamethrower to protect Dee, so he's not gonna hesitate to shoot and mirror him either.
This is so much.
yeah,
This is so much.
and Dee's like, you shot him. You shot yourself.
What do we do now? Oh my god, my
well.
ears hurt.
Does he even
could
bleed like
always-
a normal person, or is are corn kernels coming out or something?
No, he does.
Popcorn.
It looks really bad for a moment, and then he's gone. It's like it would never happen.
So he's healed up or he's disappeared?
No, he's gone. He's just gone.
Oh.
Like in a scary movie, the bad guy is just gone after a second.
Well, that's new.
Well, I guess
Dick
these
says.
bastards despawn. Great. Cool.
I was gonna say let's throw him to the corn and see what happens, but
So yeah, this is that scene in the movie where the monster
Killer
guy is.
disappears.
Yeah.
love
Well.
that.
Fuck. So to make sure, do we all have some real obvious features that'll be really clear if a mirror happens, non-symmetrical features?
At least Ben's pretty easy to tell.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, he has a full tattoo sleeve on one arm, and
Yeah.
the right side of him looks like he got in a fight with a weed whacker. So
The tattoo, yeah, whereas my tattoo on my chest is right in the center of my body and it's symmetrical. So it's
Of course.
not helpful.
Yeah, Dick doesn't really have any distinguishing marks that would be easy to differentiate.
My left nipple grows a little bit more hair than the right one. If that helps.
Are you gonna be
So wear your
shirtless?
skirt. We didn't need to know that.
It's Jason, okay? It's not me. Nothing to do with my nipples.
But Jason's wearing a shirt, right?
Lachlan will just turn to him and be like, well, in that case, I guess you need to be shirtless then.
All right. Finally. Glad you asked.
Any excuse to take this cumbersome thing off.
Yeah, my linen, my button down linen hippie shirt or whatever I'm wearing.
I was gonna say,
you know what kind of shirt I'm talking about. Hippie shirt. It's pretty.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Ben kind of opens the cylinder to the gun, checks. There's 4 more rounds left in the gun, at least. Closes it again, holsters
Yeah.
it. Oh, he's got a couple speed loaders on him, so he's not gonna run out anytime soon, hopefully.
Gotha, the thermite that the other one gave you, is that still in your bag? Or is it turned into corn or something?
is it still in his bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's
Okay.
thermite.
Like, oh, there's my thermite.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know how you would mirror it, so it's thermite.
Yeah, be careful. That will burn clear through a vault door.
Oh, I know. I've used it to get through certain places that didn't want me in them.
Well, I mean,
train
that's kind of the
cars.
point.
Yeah. Like my hands aren't as. He look once again. His hands look way older than they should be, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not as dexterous as I used to be. I used to be able to pick a lock pretty good, but can't really do that much anymore.
Like, I just want to check. Is the majority of this group like into crime? Cause like two of you are just armed. Gotha, you talk about doing a lot of crime and are real down with, like, you have a thermite pocket in your backpack, which I'm pretty sure isn't normal. Jason, you're a fucking nerd, so I assume you're both a narc and incapable of violence.
No, I'm definitely not a narc. I used to grow tons.
I mean, you seem like a narc. Like, you just got that vibe.
No.
Like, you do just, like, you just do seem like a narc.
No.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I just, like, I can tell from the energy. But like everyone else, are we just down? Are we just down to do like what the fuck ever we have to do to get out of here?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
we're obviously trapped in a dream, so feel free to do whatever. It's not going to have any real world effects once we actually get out of here, to be honest.
I mean, I'm kind of in that boat. Like, I mean, whether or not this is real, it feels like a lot of it's out of our hands of what we can do. So, yeah, if this is a dream, we need to do something to shake it up. Or, and like I said, I've actually been sober for way longer than I'm used to, and that didn't break the cycle, which sometimes does. Yeah, we got to do something to either shake it up or break the illusion. Or, and Dick, you said you've dealt with this kind of stuff before, right?
Not quite exactly the same situation, but there are some similarities.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for. I mean, last time I was in something, once again, not like this. I can't stress enough. It was quote unquote consensual until I realized it was a bad thing. I don't want to be here, so I'm not willing to be here. That last time was what broke me out of the spell, you could say, even though I don't really know if it was a spell. And I've been living incognito ever since. And when you live, outside the law, you're technically an outlaw, and rules don't apply to you quite the same. So I don't consider myself a criminal because I usually leave things better than when I left or when I arrived, but only when they, feel like it's justified, I guess.
But you're down to clown, is what I'm hearing.
It depends on what circus we're talking about. Are they hurting elephants? Oh,
The corn circus that we're currently trapped in.
Oh,
I mean,
you mean this?
Go ahead. Most of us kind of threw a man to the corn, so and Ben kind of shot himself with zero hesitation.
I mean, hell, I imagine you got a bunch of shattered mirrors at your house. Like, hey, who goes there?
Are you kidding with hair that pretty?
That gives Dee an idea. She's going to try to break that mirror on the outside. The mirror on the outside of the closet was her back.
No, 7 years bad luck.
Oh. Does it work?
Have you seen where we are?
I mean, we don't need more of it.
I mean, if
The mirror
Jason
does
disappears for
shatter.
another half hour, he'll probably be gone for 7 years anyway.
the mirror does shatter, but then it goes back together after she turns away.
What if do you try that again, but I'm gonna take one of the pieces of glass so it can't go back together?
She does. She'll hit it again.
Yeah. I want to take one of the shards like away from the rest of the mirror, and when D turns away, does the mirror like try to go back together?
Yes.
Does
But
it like
it's missing a little piece.
okay. Huh. Well, I don't know what hypothesis I just tested, but I sure as fuck tested it.
I mean, question is, do you want to keep holding on to that piece?
I mean, if you want, you can have it. I feel like you're better with improvised knives than I would be.
Not as much as you think I would. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's a nice tool. I don't like things that are just sharp for the sake of sharpness. If anything, is there like Garther will look for like either something to just cover the mirror. And he's like, it's sort of like if you can't kill it, at least put it out of its commission. So let's just.
There's some jackets. The professor has some jackets inside the closet.
whatever's easy to like cover the whole length of the mirror.
Dick looks over to Ben and suggests, isn't there some sort of solvent that would take off the reflective coating on the glass?
Yeah, I mean, you pour an acid over it.
There's a chemistry lab.
That'd etch it to the point where it wouldn't be reflective anymore. But if it recovers from being shattered, I mean, it's going to recover from being etched to hell and back.
That's kind of what I was
Probably.
thinking. This is a self-repairing mirror.
Of
I
course,
suppose.
we could burn it to cinders. What's the frame made out of?
Like aluminum.
You know
Some
what
cheap
really, really likes to burn when it's exposed to thermite?
Is it aluminium?
Oh yeah, that's like one of the main ingredients.
Well, fuck it. We got double the thermite. We got some mirror thermite. We got some regular thermite. We got.
Oh, it
however
barely take any at all. You don't want to look directly at it though?
Yeah, no, I'm very aware you don't look at thermite. Yep.
Is this going to burn down the building in the process? Something to consider.
No, it shouldn't. No, I'm only using a little bit.
Oh, we can just fuck off through the window.
I'm gonna when Ben.
We know
says
people
that,
fit through it.
When Ben says that, I'm gonna say, I no offense, but like, you seem to have had some accidents with stuff like this in the past. Can you double check it to make sure it's not gonna burn the whole house?
A, that wasn't an accident, and B, it wasn't my fault, and C, you shut the hell up about that.
I immediately start thinking about like, I'm like, it wasn't an accident, so they like did all that on purpose. Whatever. All right, to each his own.
I mean, maybe
Just let me know what y'all are doing because I'm ready to smash this mirror again. I'm tired of this place and this mirror.
I'm with
And
you. Let's
tunnels
smash
and-
it.
No, at this point, Ben is going ahead and putting a little bit of thermite on the mirror, and he's ready to dump a little oxidizer on and get this party started.
Okay.
Lachlan is going to turn away towards the window and like go over and sit on the windowsill, like ready to slip out.
Does Lachlan still have the piece of the mirror?
No, I think we let it reassemble so they could burn it, right?
Okay.
Or at least try to. But no, it shouldn't burn the building down unless something not right happens. As in, like, supernaturally not right, because Ben's measured it out pretty carefully. So he's
Dick has just put her aviators on and moved towards the window as well.
Yeah, Ben's gonna drop that oxidizer on back up and let it burn. Hopefully burn.
So the mirror will burn as expected, but the one in the closet, inside of the closet, you can like I don't know. Can you smell that burning? It's burning too.
Oh, fucking course it is.
Good.
And probably any mirrors in the office are burning, but not that anybody's there, but
Yeah, and we're talking brighter, about as bright and hot as the sun. This stuff burns.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so some stuff is probably ignited.
Okay, well, didn't think to figure that into my calculations, so
Let's fuck off.
yeah, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a good plan. Let's fuck off.
And Lachlan will climb out the window.
Not exactly sure how to fuck off, but I'll do whatever it is that we need to do to leave. So if fucking off is what we need to do, then I'm here for it.
Dick just literally
means leave.
pushes Jason out of the window.
Okay.
Like, it means go. She just
I
shoves
study
him out the
American
window.
anthropology, not Australian anthropology, okay?
Yeah,
I don't
thank
know your
fuck.
words.
Fuck, you would die within 10 minutes in Australia. You would just be punched in the back of the head by someone called Dane, and you'd be gone.
Dane. Sounds like an Australian guy who punches people.
Dick follows out the window.
You wouldn't have to worry about spiders and snakes. It would be getting king hit by someone in a bin tang singlet who decided he didn't like your fucking sensibilities.
Yeah, I'm definitely following
Ben-
along very
Ben's pretty
closely.
close
Don't wanna get
behind.
separated.
Garther actually, once again, me and Garther don't really know what's going on, so Garther will just follow suit. Wait a minute, why are we going through the window? Oh, well, whatever.
We're going through the window because doors are weird, and every time I go through one, I go on a forced ghost vacation for 6 months at a time. So I personally have decided to not use doors anymore, and I guess everyone else is following suit.
Which explains why he's so chill.
D comes out last, and then you hear a bell, like a ringing of a bell in town.
Very, very quickly, does D have any particularly asymmetrical features?
No.
Like, is her hair parted on one side or anything?
Oh, wait, yeah, it would be parted on one side, so you would be able to tell she was a mirror D.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this. I'm keeping an eye on everyone.
Okay. Yeah, she's not a mirror. She's just the same one. But yeah, you hear a bell. That's basically, it's a fire bell. They don't have a siren. It's a bell.
Well, this was productive. Let's go talk to this farmer dude who knows fucking everything, apparently.
Oh yeah, the reason I'm here. Sounds like a good goddamn time.
Oh, you're friends?
Yeah, friends.
Yeah, we don't really know each other.
How do you
before
know
this, but
him?
I suppose after this, we're gonna be friends.
Oh, well, my ass was on my merry way home until some cows wandered into the road, and I thought, well, this fella seems nice. I'd say my opinion might have changed slightly.
Oh yeah, there's always cows in the road. Lots of cows all the time.
You do not want to run into those.
No, it's you got to get the cows out of the road and put them back into the fence. And then they get out of the fence.
Sounds like a pretty shit fence.
No, it's constant.
Is the fence made of corn rather than like barbed wire or some shit?
No, it's barbed wire. I don't know how the cows keep getting out. They just do.
Either the
And out
cows,
of character. Out of character, cows do find ways out of fences all the time. Where I live,
Yeah, Lachlan's
The,
just giving him
the
shit.
cops like drop everything to put cows back into the enclosures. I don't know how they do it. It's part of living in the country.
Well, at least y'all don't have to deal with feral hogs. Well, I guess you have to deal with one feral hog.
Oh, the
Yeah, they only got one police officer in town.
yeah,
tell-
Lachlan gets it.
so not 40 feral hogs.
Oh, I thought we were talking about teleporting boars. Oh, you're talking about oink oink pig police officer? Yeah.
No, I also meant
No.
literal feral hogs. I mean, that's part of what the
Yeah, 40.
that's part of what the gun's for.
Well, there's a farmer who has. I'm sorry, I can't do this. There was a whole meme about the feral hogs.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Definitely.
Beam. I mean, there's
So
radio.
a farmer that-
The
There's
20
radio. There's
20 to
radioactive
30
hogs.
20 to 30 feral hogs.
Yeah. And then someone, oh my God. Okay, whatever. I digress. I'll talk about that later. Not
There's
in a minute.
radioactive hogs. There's teleporting hogs. There's they're awful.
Yeah. Motorcycle hog. If I had a motorcycle hog, I'd hop on it, ride on out of here.
I don't believe that you can.
You have a
ride motorbike,
motorcycle?
Jason. I don't think
No,
you're
I
cool
just
enough.
was making a joke about how they're called hogs sometimes. Anyway, I don't know anything.
Yeah, no, you're not. I feel like if
I
you got
got
on
a
a motorbike,
motorbike.
you would spontaneously combust.
You've never seen me. You don't even know me, Rockstar. I'm gonna start calling you Kangaroo Jack again, like I did earlier.
I will punch you in the back of the head.
All right, Kangaroo Jack. And
I
duck
punch you in the back of the head.
instinctively.
Yeah, I think he's going to actually punch you because
No, I ducked. I said I ducked same time.
do we have to do an attack roll for this?
Yep,
An
let me
attack
roll.
and
Roll and dodge.
You want to roll again?
14.
Okay.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Yep.
Ow! I'm gonna have a knot
What did I
there.
fucking say? What did I fucking say?
I'm trying to figure out how you got behind him so quick.
Me too, to be honest.
I mean, that was creepy. I was like,
I was way over here.
Ben kind of leans in close to Jason and whispers, "Hey, look, if you want to patch things up, call him Bogan."
Okay, all right. I'll keep that in mind. How do you spell
Oh God.
So I see Ben knows Australian.
Been there before. He went to quite a few bars, hung out for a while. Look, it'll get you on his good side, patch things up a little bit.
IRL? I know what that is, but I don't know if
Oh
Jason
my
does.
I think I think Dick's also gonna join in on this fun razzing, and also
Ben-
suggest to Jason that he call Lachlan a Kiwi at some point,
Okay.
and that will
Ben
really patch things up.
Got it. Okay.
I just
all right,
love that
thank
apparently you two just want to watch Lachlan murder another party member.
you. At this point, I'm recording
mean,
on my
little bit.
on my tape recorder like what these two names are, so I can remember them.
For research purposes.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, Ben just had to shoot himself. It feels like he's about to go insane, so.
You
Just
think
wants
he's
to
about to go
punch
insane?
a
Every time
wholesome
I walk
punched
through a
up.
door,
He
every time I
just
walk through a
wants
door, I go on vacation.
man with
This
flamethrower
is just coping
man with
mechanisms right
flamethrower
here.
wants to watch world burn.
Yeah.
This is Ben and Dick like, I don't know, I've had a stressful day. I just want to watch a feral Australian get into a punch up. That would just be very relaxing.
They're sitting
it's
off to
that
the
or burn
side,
the
like
town down.
taking bets.
Yeah.
Is there any bet here?
How many punches do you
Between
think it's gonna
Lachlan and
take
Jason?
for Jason to pass out? I'm gonna go with 2.
I see this is all happening while we walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Just some shit shooting we're doing.
Just out of character, quick note. We love you, Leland.
No, yeah, no, it's
We
fine. My
do.
character's just an innocent
I do-
academic nerd who,
I do love Jason, I really do. I
who just wants
promise.
to go home at this point, but for
Oh,
real this
man.
time.
We all
He keeps
do.
going home, but it's not real, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like he's being teased this whole time with safety.
Well, I mean, he
and
was
freedom.
home for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, but now that I'm back here, it all feels like a mental episode. It doesn't actually feel like relaxing like it should. It feels like he's actually just scared that he's like that his brain is firing off weird synapses. Or that his mental illness is starting to kick in now that he's turned 30. He's just not sure.
So, go ahead.
That was a reference towards my real life, by the way. But anyway.
Done. Lachlan will sort of turn on Jason and be like, if you're gonna call me anything other than Lachlan, you can call me Lucky, because that's what people actually call me.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You punched me in the head. Kangaroo Jack's fair game at this point.
Is it? Do you really want to get punched again?
No, but I'm gonna stand over here on the other side behind Garther from now on.
I'll punch you through a hobo. I don't give a shit.
Listen, Garther and I go way back. We sipped that questionable flask of flammable liquid he had earlier, and we bonded over it.
I mean, I don't want to get in the middle of this, literally or figuratively, but if you want to punch something, I'm sure we could find someone else a lot more deserving who's actively keeping us here. Unless it is you. Are you keeping us here?
No, my professor might be, but that's not who I am. I am.
Okay, just making sure. Like, you're not like Devil's Advocate or with like the right hand, red right hand.
No.
Wait a second.
You
said you're married, right? You said you're married, right, Jason?
Yeah. But
what's your fucking maiden name? It better not be Madison.
It's not Madison. It's shit. I didn't come up with it. It's Paulson.
Addison.
No, it's not. No, it's.
I mean, it doesn't mean you didn't have to change your name just because you got married.
That is true. But...
It is true. Yeah.
Paulson, son of Paul.
Son of Paul, son of Madison.
I'm not married to a Madison.
You're on thin fucking ice. And Lachlan will do that very immature thing where you like kind of like pretend you're gonna go for someone and then pull yourself back.
Oh
yeah. You
coming at me, bro.
You pump at somebody. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
when you do that, Garther actually flinches. He's like, "Hey, calm, settle."
Ben kind of rolls his eyes.
Simmer down now.
Lachlan's a idiot 23-year-old. Like, honestly, it's amazing that he hasn't done something worse by now. I mean, he did a murder. It's amazing that it took this long.
Oh, the murder, yeah. I mean, the way things were going with our first session, we were talking about murdering people right out of the gate, so they're doing pretty good.
I mean, I don't know that I'd call it murder. Maybe corn slaughter, maybe, but...
Are y'all driving part of the way?
Oh, we have a car, don't we? We have Cecilia's car.
Oh, yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
That'll get you there faster. You would go like all the way out past where Cecilia's house is, or past where her parents live, and there is another corn farm with it's got like a combine. Do y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Farming.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and
thing,
Ben
right?
is eyeing the hell out of it.
It's a really nice one too.
Farming thing. Got it. Yeah.
And Gordy is outside of it with the two kids. Like, he's holding a corn stalk and the kids are playing.
He's just holding a corn stalk?
That's what I was thinking.
Like, looking at it. Like, I don't know.
Is there blood and gore inside of the...
No.
Does there
like,
happen to...
he's just like
no blood?
inspecting corn.
It's like holding a cobra.
No, sorry.
Got it. I just was like Googling an image of a combine harvester, and now I feel like this is going to run over us at some point, so I'll just be ready for that.
He's inspecting the corn, like looking at it and making sure it's not got tentacles or something. I don't know.
Possessed?
Got it. Yeah, that's a normal thing that happens in Madison.
No,
Tentacle
The
corn.
ears
What?
on this corn are they corn or do they look like Richard's ears?
They're
Oh, corn doesn't have
They're
real
corn.
ears, Dick.
But
Uh,
Gordy does seem really interested in it from what you can see as you drive up.
All
A
right.
little too interested in it.
Well, let's approach them and ask them why they're so interested then.
Lachlan will turn on the charm again. I'll be like, "Oh, g'day."
Turn on.
The only reason Ben isn't storming up to Gordy is because there are kids out there.
G'day, mate. How's it going?
Well, hello. Took you long enough.
Oh, so you were expecting us?
I'm always expecting company.
All right. Well, I'd like to know, like, are we gonna talk like people, or are you gonna be sinister and cryptic? Because, like, I can adjust either way. I got 2 modes.
No, we can talk like people.
All right, we'll talk like people.
We can
then.
talk like people. Y'all want to come in for some lemonade or stay out here by the cornfield?
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'll have some lemon. Wait, what's lemonade in this country? Is it the same fucking thing? You're gonna feed me like child blood? What the fuck is?
I mean, it's
Lemon
supposed to
juice,
be
water,
lemon
and
juice,
sugar.
water, sugar. Yeah, sometimes a little piece of mint. Depends.
Okay, so it's like flat lemonade. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Let's have some lemonade. What? Gordon Vernon Carter the Fifth.
Just call me Gordy. Everyone does.
Yeah, you get that fence fixed?
Yep, it's fixed.
Yeah,
How you
I
like
bet it
the
is.
town so far?
It's shit.
Shit.
It's a shit town. I'm gonna lay it out to you, Gordy. This is the worst town I've ever been in, and I've been in a lot of regional towns. This is worse than Biragara.
You think so?
Yeah, I reckon.
Inside sounds good. Away from the cornfield is best. Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, come on, kids. Get the lemonade and get some chairs out for all of these people.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe you shouldn't let the kids play so close to that.
Oh, they're fine. They're having fun.
You know
Yeah,
the corn eats people, though, right?
And like, yep, it certainly does.
And you're good with having your kids playing in the corn?
These aren't my kids.
All right.
They're kids in
Cecilia's
general.
kid. They're just here because they're here.
What?
Whose kids are they?
They're Cecilia's kids.
Remember that?
They didn't want to go to the festival.
Yeah,
I
no
can't
shit.
imagine why.
It's like their mother died in the last 12 hours or some shit.
Here's the festival. Is it happening right now?
Yeah, and their grandparents are freaking crazy.
Yep. So
Hey,
they're
you
here
wouldn't
right now.
happen. You wouldn't happen to know how the hell my truck got right outside of town, would it? Would you?
That's where it got stuck at with the cows.
No. No, it wasn't right outside of town because I had to take a train to get into town, and the train ride took a little while.
He's gonna like look at the horn. Said, so you must have got a ride with, not a ride, but the professor get you here.
That was why we came here. We want to find that professor. Do you know where he is?
Probably in the cornfield somewhere.
In the cornfield. Like just
Yep.
hanging out in there?
Can I do a gut feeling check to see if
Waiting
he's
for
lying?
y'all, most likely.
Can I do a gut
Yeah, you
feeling check
can.
to see if he's lying?
Yeah.
Good feeling.
Yes. Do so.
Ooh. 22.
He is not lying. He's just really chill about everything.
So he's in the cornfield, and nothing bad.
But he's like right on the. He's right at the edge of it, and he's holding an ear of the corn.
The professor is.
No, Gordy is. Sorry, Gordy had been. You don't see with the professor, but Gordy's saying the professor is in the cornfield.
Is the professor a manifestation of the cornfield?
No, he just wants to keep things as they are.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Oh, he's a Republican.
Nice.
Damn conservatives.
Then make
Goodness,
Madison
sorry.
great again.
Oh God, no.
Okay, so we burn the cornfield.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, maybe I'm out of line
Hey, you
here.
can try.
I feel like I only got like half the story that's been going on. But
Probably.
generally, if people want things to stay the way they are, it's because they have power. So somehow keeping this place the way it is means that
Mhm.
somebody's. But power over this? Like, why would somebody want that? That's very confusing to me.
Normally, this town is a very quiet place. People are happy here.
Okay, yeah, I find that actually hard to believe, actually. But then again, I don't know. Happiness is subjective, but once again, like, what is it like? What is that phrase? Big fish in a small pond kind of thing. Is that what's going on here? Like,
It's gotta be,
giving
right?
giving sacrifices to an eldritch horror for this? I mean, is somebody living like in a castle or has servants or something? Like, I'm confused.
No, he just hangs out and teaches people in a barn.
That's
That's
it.
what he's doing with his immortality. Is he teaches people in a barn?
Yeah, I'm way behind. I did not. Yeah, that's there. There's got. There's got
You
to be
think he
something
might
more.
be Bigfoot, and Lachlan will pull out his little notebook.
So when you take photos of him, it's real blurry.
No, he's like a cryptid or some shit. Apparently, Dick saw him. No, Dick saw me in the office, and I was like, "You'll never find out the truth of what's going on," and she did. And yeah, it was honestly not a great intimidation tactic.
So,
Yeah,
do you
you-
ever think that a place like this is a normal place?
Oh.
I don't think a place where you see a copy of yourself but backwards and then shoot it and it disappears is normal.
And what about the
Nothing-
stars? Were they normal?
No, nothing about this place is normal.
The sun went out at one point, and I don't mean like set, it just stopped being light.
The only thing regular
Really?
about this place is how irregular everything is.
And my bowels.
I was waiting for the joke to be made.
Yeah. This is a matter of time.
I was
I'm
like,
just
who's gonna
saying.
say it?
You're in this place that's, it's the stars don't make sense. The sun goes out, and you think somebody is worried this is a regular town. Like there's something about it that makes that professor want to control it, makes that Richard Reed want to control it.
Well, I reckon that honestly, you should all just fucking move.
Probably can't get out of here though.
Well, that's the way I want to. But this town is
Are the professor?
somewhere special.
I have a question out of character. Are the professor and Richard the same?
Gordy.
Do they look the same?
No,
Different people.
no, there's a picture I sent in Discord of Gordy a while back.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll have to go.
Yeah, and
Looks
out
very
of character
wholesome.
are the kids inside now.
They kind like one of them is, but they can both be inside. Yeah,
Oh no, I was just curious.
but they seem happy.
Yeah, Ben kind of gets up in Gordy's face a little bit. It's like, why the hell did you send me here? Like, me specifically, why the hell did you send me here?
Look at your arm.
All right. What about it?
The tattoo.
What about it?
Look at the galaxy.
Is this Gordy telling him to?
Yeah,
Like, what about? He kind of glances down at his left arm.
and it would be different.
That's not supposed to be. That's not supposed to be. What the hell is this? What the hell is going on?
Oh shit, my Southern Cross tattoo! And Lachlan will rip off his shirt. It's like, is it still there?
I
It's
check
on my shoulder
owl,
blade. Do I
and by checking my owl, I mean open up my shirt a bit to show
Yeah,
off
it's
my man
there.
chest. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, Ben has like a dozen like nebulae and some galaxies and like a couple of pulsars, like tattooed all up and down his left arm.
And it's basically changed. Like it's moved.
So this is like possibly the most cliche Australian tattoo that you can have. I'm gonna check a link into the Zoom chat so that you guys can see what I mean. But like
For the
the
Southern Cross.
it like the constellation is a really common tattoo for like kind of idiot Australians.
I was gonna say Garther actually pulls up his arm sleeve and is like, I mean, I got a tattoo that moves too. But it's he's got like it's basically like it's like a woman in a red dress. And when I move, she does a little dance.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
Petunia. There you go.
Pete and Pete. I knew
Yes,
it. You were the
yes.
kid from Pete and Pete, just grown up. That's all it is.
It's like, get it, Petunia. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't
I
thought about
wanted
that
to get-
show in
I wanted to get
so
a zombie
long.
Petunia for the longest time, but I have a tattoo that in that same place now. So I can't do that.
Aww.
So it is the tattoo like currently moving or stuff has just changed?
Its stuff has just changed.
He kind of looks at Gordy and is like, how would you even know that stuff had
What?
changed?
Punch the NPC in the head, okay? I got punched in the head for way less earlier. I feel like this is a time to punch an NPC.
He actually
I wanna
does.
hear what this man has to say.
He actually kind of grabs Gordy by the collar and shakes him a little. How the hell would you know it? How the hell would you know it had changed? Because Ben is
God
obviously
damn
going to be
lips.
familiar with his own damn tattoo. But how would the guy who has seen him once because his freaking cows were in the road be that familiar with his tattoo that he would notice stuff had changed?
That's like the third time that exact thing has happened in this episode. Someone's been grabbed by the collar and shaken about. I
And
just
Ben
wanna
is
say that-
5'5" and he is grabbing this man.
Oh, he is a little person. Just
Tiny.
about.
He's short, but
He
he's
just laughs.
short. but
Arthur
he
puts
is
his
sturdy.
backpack on the ground, which gives you an extra like foot and a half.
Ben is short, but he is sturdy. So, he's actually pretty strong.
Relax, relax.
No, I am not gonna fucking relax. You're gonna tell me what the hell is going on.
What? Why you're here?
Yes.
Because you were meant to be here.
Why?
That's a bullshit answer, and you know it.
Yeah, I know.
Because someone summoned us here, made us come here, or
Well, I mean, the professor summoned you all here.
yeah.
Summoned.
Except for Ben.
Fuck do you mean summoned? Also, I've sent
I
that
think
terrible,
colloquially,
terrible
summoned
tattoo.
in- I don't think we were literal. Then again, we could have literally been magically summoned here. What am I talking about? Can't just
I
assume
mean,
things.
I'm still not completely convinced that you know that like thing where like a train can take you to the afterlife, and apparently we got off on the wrong stop. Once again, this is purgatory, I still think. So we're in between. We can either go back or keep heading to our final destination.
I know,
No,
Guthrie, I've got it on the list.
I am not buying that bullshit. Why the hell would he want us here?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a souls for a soul, or I don't know, like once again, like we're not happy. We don't want to be here, but everyone else seems content. So maybe we're the first fresh souls they've had in a while, and they want to do something with us.
In his notes, when I was looking at like why he had picked me, like if it was something to do with my family or some shit, it was all about like the music I played, which I mean, I know that I'm popular on YouTube, but like, even so, that's a weird choice. Like he had a picture of my guitar, like a really detailed picture of like all of the stickers and shit on it and everything.
Yeah. That's some special instrument. That's a special instrument, yeah.
I mean, I think that, but also it cost me $200 from a secondhand music store, so not really.
Yeah, a secondhand music store. How are you liking that guitar?
I mean, it's fine.
The person who sold it to you.
Are you trying to say that my guitar is sinister?
No, I'm just saying
sold you
the
the
person
guitar?
who sold it to you was a nice person, weren't they?
No, she was an old bitch.
Ben still
Have you
has
seen her
Gordy
in
by the
town?
collar, and he has this kind of wild look in his eyes, and he finally lets him go, but he kind of lets him go with this really rough shove, and kind of rubs his left arm a little bit, and he's staring at his tattoo like, what the fuck?
Gordy's not bothered at all. And he like describes the person that sold the guitar.
All right. So, I know I said I wanted to do this in a way that was like civilized, but you're being a bit of a bitch. And at this point, I am prepared to punch you in the mouth.
So you
I
want
will
to
fucking do it.
You want to box?
Sorry?
You want to go boxing?
No, I want you to tell me what the fuck is going on.
You went around the fisticuffs.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a discipline check.
Okay.
Oh, you lucked out. You lucked out, Gordy.
Gordy's just like
Ben kind of puts his hand on his holster
he's
and pulls the hammer back once and then puts it back again. He does not pull his gun out, but man, it looks like you wanted to.
Hey, real quick, I was gonna say, with all this, with Ben manhandling this guy and his tattoos, the changes in his tattoo, are there any like, is it? I'm trying to think of how to word. Like, is there a pattern or is there like an obvious thing about the tattoos, as far as? I'm sorry.
Well, okay, I'm just going to say what I was trying to do. So, like, if he was looking at the scene in the tattoo, it's like wherever he was moved. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, so it's kind of like almost like a sky, like an active sky chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because originally it wasn't like the tattoo wasn't arranged like he was standing in a specific spot. It's just, oh, these are cool.
Yeah, like constellations you like.
Yeah, like these. Yeah, it wasn't like an actual place. Like he was looking from an actual place. It was just, oh, these are, Messier objects that I find particularly cool. But he is staring at the tattoo now. So if I did like a sight check, is there a chance that there might be like a location or something?
Well, that's what I was about to say, was like Garther, who's probably spent way too much time just at night staring off into the sky and like looking at stars. Would he see any sort of like a pattern or like, hey, that's the North Star, it's pointing there?
Yeah, he could try to do that.
I was just about to ask.
Can roll that.
What's your big roll?
Or education.
Yeah, education, I think.
All right.
I was gonna say I have naturalist because I'm like a Boy Scout. I probably would track things by star or learn how to navigate by stars at some point.
That's cool.
Could I throw my career points into that too?
Yes.
A fucking
Excellent.
nat one. Come on, Jesus Christ!
Even with a nat 1, you got a 12.
I was a Boy Scout.
Wow.
We
Garther
cook
actually has a really
wieners.
good education score, but he still only rolled a 12. So
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Well, I was gonna say grabbing Ben by the arm at this point probably would be a good idea.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. I
well,
was like,
Garther
"Can
was
I
just
see
trying to
that?"
look at it as you were like reaching up at this guy, just kind of like looking at him. But I guess you're moving too much. You can't see anything.
Ben is kind of shuffling around very uncomfortably, staring at his own arm.
Okay. Let me just. What are the numbers again? I'm sorry. Can you call them up?
Ben got a 24.
Okay. So, if how it looked before was how it will look if he was looking from wherever he lived, it would now seem like he was looking from a different constellation.
But not from Earth anymore?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said before, it wouldn't have looked like he was looking from anywhere specifically. It was just, these are some cool objects that I like, so these are the tattoos I'm gonna get. Whereas now it actually looks like a specific location.
Well, I hate to ask this question. Does it match this? Like, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is right now.
It's
Mid-afternoon, I think?
Yeah.
He's like, if your
Time is going
tattoos,
by normally.
yeah, if your tattoos end up matching the night sky above us once the night hits, yeah.
Aliens.
Which it will do.
Yeah, and if my owl on my chest goes whoo, then something weird's happening too. Though.
Yeah, he does kind of hold his arm up to the sky and kind of do a little comparison to see if it matches.
We won't really know until the stars start, appearing. But
And you said it's like looking at the sky from a different constellation, right?
Yeah.
So according to this and the sky we're looking at right now, we're not in the solar system.
Fucking knew it was aliens. Lachlan will say and kick over a table.
I'm still leaning toward Eldritch gods at this point.
There's certain
I'm-
spots that intersect and strange and things, otherworldly things happen. This town is one of those spots. That is why people want to control it.
Would it fucking kill you to be less cryptid? Is there something in
We
the
literally
fucking
asked you
water
that.
here?
It's fun to be cryptic.
You know what
what's
also
less
is-
fun?
Everyone
say
was like,
something
it's
violent?
not fun all at once.
Yeah, I was gonna say here. Let's.
All right. Well, my thing I was gonna say was being.
I got the bingo card.
My thing I was gonna say was it's not fun walking through a door and then going missing for months at a time to only come back having.
No, I had
multiple
nothing to do
hours
with
pass.
that.
Okay. Yeah. Who
I had
did?
nothing to do with that. All I do is keep track of a few people and have
You know
a little
what?
fun.
What else is less fun? You being punched repeatedly in the mouth by me until you tell me what the fuck is happening.
I was
Whoa,
gonna
whoa,
say
you're being too cryptic. Be
Gordy,
more
like, takes out a
straightforward.
bingo card and marks
I was-
something
I-
off.
I was gonna say getting your head blown off, but we wouldn't get a lot of answers then now, would we?
We'll start with the mouth punching
Oh,
and work our way up.
That's on a different card.
I think at this point Dick does chime in, pulls out her gun. Is like, what's also fun is keeping your toes.
Bow, bow, dance for me, dance, bow, bow. Start blasting.
I think we've run out of patience here, so you might want to be slightly more forthcoming.
Okay. I'll give you 3 answers. It's simple questions.
How are we specifically connected to this town?
genetics, being picked, and talent.
Right. How do we leave this town?
You kill the monster so that they won't keep bringing you back in. I mean, I can get you out of here, but you'll keep getting brought back in over and over again.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got nothing. I don't control that part, but I
What?
can get you out of here.
Is the monster?
It is.
Don't you dare give me a bullshit answer like it's the corn or it's the fear within yourself or something. I want
Maybe it's
an actual answer.
Eldridge Beach Minotaur Giant.
okay. All right, those are some words.
Weirdly not the weirdest thing I've heard today.
All I have is a bowling trophy. I'm not sure how much help I'll be with killing monsters, but I can hold back corn.
Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna take my trophy and just hit a stalk of corn. See?
Kind of wished we'd save that last question for how do we defeat the monster.
Oh, did we only have 3 questions? Was this
Mhm.
like one of those situations?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I didn't catch that. Sorry, I was too busy listening to Garther talk about booze.
What? I wasn't even. What?
No.
What?
Well, before y'all
Nothing.
get on your way, you can restock and get some lemonade, just whatever you need.
Oh Jesus, don't say the word stock.
Stock.
Gordy, I
stop.
just want
I
you
mean,
to know,
you want some
Gordy.
corn stalks, you can have them. I don't think I don't know what you're going to do with them.
You are genuinely one of the most annoying people I've ever met. Ever.
I've heard that before.
And I worked retail.
Dick just goes, and he knows Jason here, so you know he's being serious.
Yeah, Jason, you're fucking growing on me. Every minute we're in this house, I'm like, Jason's not that bad. At least he's not fucking Gordy.
Oh, that's a new one. I'm going to write that down. And the kids will, we're going to wrap up soon, but the kids will run in with the lemonade. Like they have a tray, and like, Papa G, here's your lemonade for our guests. And he'll just like pat them on the head and send them off.
Yeah, I'm not drinking that shit.
Dick will grab a glass and start drinking out of it.
That
Oh,
What the
I'm
fuck
going
is
to type
this?
something in the Discord at.
What the fuck is this? Lachlan will say, looking at the lemonade very suspiciously.
It's
Oh,
lemonade.
okay.
It doesn't have bubbles in it. How can it be lemonade?
It's non-carbonated lemonade.
That's
just be yours
fucked up.
every time you drink.
This
Is that every time you drink lemonade, it like spills on your lips? So I just imagine like Dick's just got a bunch of lemonade on her lips, just like, there's lemonade. There's always so much ice in there. I feel like it just pours all over the place. Anyway, maybe I just don't know how to drink lemonade properly.
I've never had that problem.
Ben takes a
But
glass of lemonade, opens up his flask, and dumps the rest of his whiskey.
Actually,
Well,
Garther does pretty much the exact same thing. He gets his cotton candy flavored bottle of gin and pours it in there.
That's a
Lachlan
good
will
idea.
point from the flat lemonade to Dick and then back at the lemonade and be like, this is the weirdest thing I've seen today. This is fucked up. Your country's fucked up. And he will just storm off
Preaching to the
to go
choir.
sit on like
Is
the
lemonade
porch
supposed to be
steps.
carbonated? Is that what you're saying?
Before he
Um,
drinks it, though, Ben does check his arm one more time to see if the tattoo is still not right.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
you know
not
what?
right.
I realized that Garther actually has an ability where he can re-roll his check, so I'm going to do that for the star thing, for the star tattoo.
Okay.
See if it makes 26 with a critical success.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So
Yes.
after drinking his newly Irished hard lemonade, he looks at the tattoo along with
Garther,
Ben
you're
again.
gonna have to pull his sleeve up to see the whole thing.
Actually, he's like, hey, I mean this in the least inoffensive way. Like lift that up a little bit more. Let me see what else you got.
Fucking whatever. Ben half slams his lemonade down and lifts the rest of his left sleeve.
Which means it just hit the ground and shut his leg.
No, he's not going to waste that whiskey. God damn it. He said, kind of puts his glass down and lifts the rest of he lifts his left sleeve up.
So with his exceptional role, does Garther glean anything from the stars on the tattoo?
Just that he could probably figure out exactly what nebula and all that stuff you're in.
Okay, well, I guess what he's mainly looking for is there any sort of is it obviously supposed to be like a map or like help them figure out?
It's a map.
Okay, but a map, can it help him figure out where maybe they need to be in this town?
Yes.
A landing pad, maybe something.
Yeah, it would have a not like a go here, not like a go directly here like in a mall, but yeah, he could tell. He could figure it out.
Yeah, he basically looks at your arm. He pulls out like a piece of paper that he has in his backpack, and he tries to sketch sort of like I don't know, I'm thinking like in my head, correct me if I'm incorrect, sketches sort of like a map of the town and kind of tries to lay it over your arm, sort of like, so it's like partially, he's like, oh, like, I think this is supposed to be like a weird connect the dots sort of thing, or like
that fucking maze again. Lachlan will call from where he is sitting on the porch.
I don't know. I mean, isn't it like a movie where like they send you like, oh, it's really it's blueprints and you got to figure things out, and they want us to go to where they want us to be at a certain time.
Look, just hurry it up. I'd like to get shit-faced, but I'm not even sure I had enough whiskey left for me to get shit-faced, okay?
Garther pulls another flask out of his...
Not from you, some. I don't.
Oh.
I mean, it's normal, fine whiskey. I'm not against you all. I want y'all to succeed. It's fun to watch too, but I got some real whiskey here. Or you can Delia's house and get some. She's got, the kids will tell you where it is. Her parents don't have any.
I mean, you give me a
thanks.
Seems like a good place to call it.
Yeah.
And he's just offering whatever you need. And it's just really amused by this.
That's cool.
Ben's probably going to ask him for Smith & Wesson 500 rounds next.
Yeah.
You don't happen to have those, do you? Those are super common.
Yeah, probably somewhere in there.
Oh my god.
I'll have to think about what Dick needs for next session.
Yeah, that's what y'all can do, is think about what you're going to get, and if whatever else you're going to do, because this person seems helpful. Just not like they care.
Well, that's good at least. But yeah, that does sound like a good spot to wrap it up there. Question mark?
Yeah, for me, yeah, it's fine.
All right, cool.
Y'all okay?
Yeah.
Ben is not okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't think anyone thinks Lachlan is okay. I don't need to.
Yeah, I don't think our characters are okay, but I'm okay.
Yeah, Dee's not okay.
We're gonna go on a raid here. Yeah. In just a minute. Before we do, I want to let everybody say what their favorite part was, where we can find them, and anything they'd like to share or plug. So we'll go around real quick. We'll start reverse order. So, Nikki, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
I like how y'all taken it and like completely gone off where I wasn't expecting. Just fun. I like Ben shooting himself.
That was great.
It's just all of it. All of it was great. Y'all are a great cast. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed for those exact reasons.
Awesome. All right, then where can folks find you?
Places in the cornfield.
Or
Or you
at
can
the
follow
very
me on
least
Twitter.
yeah, I was gonna say at least on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But don't look behind you. I'll be there in the mirror waiting. I'm sorry,
I
I'm
need to go
just silly.
cover up my mirrors tonight.
There's literally a mirror in back of shot for me.
Oh yeah. Well, just don't look.
Nikki?
Just don't look behind you, Anne. Emily, same questions.
Oh, God. I think just Lachlan just punching everybody back in the head.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Poor Jason. I do love Jason. He has actually dealt with this all very gracefully, considering all the shit we've given him.
He's a pacifist, okay? Not like how Lachlan likes to pass a fist. He's a pacifist.
Meanwhile, Ben wishes he had a brick in his backpack for when they eventually meet the cop. Oh, jeez. Yeah. You can find me at Timberdoodles on Twitter. I've actually kind of started to try and post some of my art there. That's all for me.
All right. Rand, same questions.
All of the stuff with the mirror doppelgangers was hilarious. The other thing I really like is how every NPC is like, why are you angry to us? Despite knowing what is going on. It's hilarious because they're like, why are you reacting so badly? We're like, you trapped us in a hell dimension that eats people. Why aren't we angry?
The magic or something is making them like just satisfied with their existence. I feel like they're just kind of on like magic anti-anxiety meds or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's amazing that they're all sort of like outraged that we are breaking the rules or speaking to them harshly rather than being very polite and sincere young people, which I find fucking hilarious. I also really liked Dick's interactions with fake Lachlan. Just that you then rolled the nat 20 right after that. Like, it seemed very fitting and in character that you were like, well, is that fucking so? And just went to town on all of those records. Those were probably my favorite bits. Also, I very much enjoyed Jason and Lachlan getting into a little punch up, and Dick and Ben both being like, we should pour gasoline on this fire. That would be a good idea. Those are my favorite bits. You can find me on Twitter at RamPlaysGames. I don't use it too often. When I do, I'm usually talking about John Constantine because I really like those comic books.
Good call.
That's about it.
Awesome. And then Josh, favorite part, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share, plug?
Yeah, I missed literally half the game. So the part that I guess sticks in my head right this second that nobody else has mentioned is the fact that spontaneously everyone has a tattoo except for, did Dick have a tattoo?
No, she doesn't.
Okay, so Dick was the only one who didn't immediately check their tattoo to make sure something was going on. Everybody else like immediately like, oh, I got this. So that, I like that. And it's always fun to sneak in a Pete and Pete reference when you get the opportunity.
Oh, that was amazing. I haven't thought about that show in so long.
Artie, the strongest man in the world. Yeah, fantastic stuff.
They go to cons. Both the Pete's, they go to cons together and stuff.
The last
got a
thing,
chance to meet them.
the last thing that I know for sure that the younger Pete, I don't even know his real name, did, if anybody played Grand Theft Auto 5, he was the voice of the son of Michael.
Yeah, no, and he actually kind of looks like him too, which is
Yeah. Well, because I was
funny.
like, because I was like, God, that voice sounds so familiar. Who is that? Oh, it's him. But anyway, me personally, you can find me at Hobox. In fact, there was a time where you still can Google Hobox. A bunch of random old stuff comes up about me. But on Twitter, it's mostly me just dealing with political issues and yelling at awful politicians. I'd rather you look up me and my kids playing a game, Teenagers and Troublemakers. It's a podcast, a little bit of animation on YouTube, but mostly just the podcast. So I'd rather you Google that. I will put a link in the chat in a second. And also something that I would just like, because I'm in the process of working on a board game, but before that, the other thing I made is a supplement for D&D 5th edition, Mage Duel rules, where 2 mages can just go edit. You can use spells in the book or not, just use the rules I made. And you can pick it up for free if you want. I just want to know people's feedback on both that and the podcast. And I think that's all I have to plug at the moment. So I'm done.
Oh, I'm next, right?
You're next.
Is that correct?
Yeah, sorry, my microphone
On this
was muted,
merry-go-round
yes,
of...
I literally just say Leland.
Okay, cool. All right. As far as favorite parts go, I just like everyone's big personalities. Obviously, that's really good. And then the tattoo scene was also funny. I agree with Garther. Why cannot now remember your name? Josh, right?
Yeah,
Josh.
or just say Hobox or whatever's on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with Josh's assessment about that scene. I also I just like the how we're starting to kind of figure out more information about these founders and stuff, and it's like, and then the twist of it all relating to my professor and stuff was also weird. And my friend's calling me on the phone. Who calls people on the phone anymore? Go away.
Without
Anyway,
texting.
I'll text you back in a minute. But no, and where you can find me next is this Sunday on Pat's Twitch channel, Attack Trick, twitch.tv/attack trick. It's like Patrick and the word attack combined together. You can see Nikki and I in a Urban Shadows 2E campaign called Ruby Tooth Bay. I know that sounds like Ruby Tuesday with a list. That was not intentional. But it's funny to think about. Anyway, come check it out. We've got a supernatural action soap opera going on right now on Sundays at 6 or 7. I think the plan is 6 p.m. Central on Sundays, but we end up not starting for various reasons until 7. So just come around at 7.
Don't join until 8.
Or 8. We'll really be playing by 8 if you just want to come and roll in late.
Well, that's when I get there.
Oh yeah,
That's when I roll in.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's best time to come in then, because usually crazy shit's going on by the time Nikki's able to log in for the day. But yeah, come check it out. That's a really fun game. And where else you can find me? Oh, next Wednesday on that same channel. For the 3 Wednesdays following that, my buddy Zan is running They Came From Beneath the Sea 3-part movie extravaganza, where it's going to be the film, the sequel, and then the prequel. And we're basically washed up actors who used to be Power Rangers, essentially. And our franchise is getting a film reboot, so we're basically rebooting the franchise. That's gonna be pretty fun. Anyway, come check that out.
Nice.
Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central.
All right. My favorite part, the whole thing was really good. I did rather enjoy the thermite part and Lachlan pulling a guy halfway through a window. That was definitely a highlight. And everybody getting to just razz Jason with the no, if you want to get on Lachlan's good side, call him this.
I'm sticking
Sure.
with Kangaroo Jack, regardless of what you all say.
Oh my god.
You're gonna end up with a concussion.
Yeah. Where you can find me next, I'll be here tomorrow at we're starting a little bit later than usual, so 1 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow for It Snowed in April, which is our Necrobiotic campaign, and then 6 p.m. Mountain Time for Animus Absentus tomorrow. So where you can find me next. Other things to share or plug are sponsors Fundamental RPG, Intrepid, and Die Hard Dice. I will throw all those links into chat. Go check all that stuff out, and then if you want to catch up on this show or others on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. And then other things to share or plug a little bit more is the Animus in general. So we've had the Animus Absentus game for we're on our 4th season now, and I'm working on expanding that out into something a lot bigger. So I've got it's not publicly accessible yet, but it will be soonish. But I'm building an Animus server for the galaxy as a whole, the whole setting, where you can read up on different locations and characters, and there will be a section for people that would like to roleplay in that sort of sci-fi sandbox, with the goal of it eventually becoming its own tabletop book. So a lot of really cool stuff happening with Animus. There's also going to be a new Animus show next season. So if you like sci-fi, or if you've kept up with Animus at all and have really enjoyed that world, there'll be a lot of opportunities for more people to interact with it and have fun with it soon. So keep an ear out for that. And I'll keep updating on Twitter and whatnot with what's going on there. Or if you want to sign up for my Patreon, which is the Raven Evermore, I think is the direct link, or you can look at my link tree. The link is in there. Patrons are getting updates for that a lot sooner than the general public. And there's new artwork that I've made for that only patrons have had access to so far. So very cool stuff there. You can sign up for that if you want to get news a little bit earlier than everybody else. And that's everything from me. So we're going to go on a raid. Our raid cry is, wait, what's American lemonade made of? And we're going to go raid Weave the Tail. So they're awesome over there. I've done some stuff with that channel in the past, and that group over there. Mitch, who runs that, is also our GM in tomorrow's game. He's absolutely fantastic. So give them a follow if you're not doing so already, and say hi, and then I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, bye everybody.